Oh,
like a
are
fallout.
you charging it? Plug it in up there.
I mean, not charger. They're still slow. I got me a new fancy phone.
A new one? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I still got the old, barely hanging on.
There it is. That's the one I want.
I took care of the. I took advantage of the T-Mobile's half-off phone deal for military members. What's that? Constance is live now.
Nice.
What's that? Got Constance World of Skell-Northern Realms. Oh God, a lot of text. I don't care about
what did I do?
I don't even watch it right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. Hand. What is the worst way to call someone? What is the worst friend name you can call someone? I actually have my own. I have another one.
Oh, okay. Hang on to it, man.
You can have it. You still need to beat.
I will not. Because 1D3 was correct.
I thought we determined 1D2 was correct.
No.
So you're not getting.
Daryl and I took some time to go over the ins and outs specific to his class, and as far as we know, until we know different,
We have it figured
his
out.
guy is all ready to go. Correct.
He's not getting weaker for long.
No. Well, let's put it this way: yes, but no.
In the country.
No.
He had a really old one.
I do. It's still in there somewhere. I mean, he printed this one out last time we were. So I guess yes.
Okay, so today in attendance we have Mugleb the Goblin Rogue, Kelf the Elven Monk, Rock the Ogre Fighter, Pykel the Dwarven Priest, and Ane the Human Barbarian.
Yeah.
And
I'm Chris, man.
yeah, I'm very excited to play D&D.
I can't wait.
It's like roll for it to hit. Oh, what? Whatever.
20.
Did I hit? What'd you roll?
20.
That's -4.
Roll the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never stop moving.
The roll and the pickup all at once.
Oh man, I still gotta get
So,
that.
I'm
what
having
do you
I'm having a master that. Oh yeah. That's it.
The last game, the heroes, after traveling north for many, many days, were whisked away to the front of the attack on Raven's Bluff by the forces of the Enduring One. A leader of the Beetle clan from Ane's homeland, and by all accounts, a master of the dark arts, who claimed or was said to have been in possession of the artifact Demon Blade, tied to Ane's histories and family line. So the battle commenced on the shore of the river, and there were many goblins and a giant beetle that the Enduring One had turned into, so big that it was pretty much as big as the dragon that they had met. And above them in the sky, the war wizard Parika was fighting the red dragon, and so there were multiple battles going on at the same time. A quick use of an entangle spell by the dwarven priest nullified a good portion of the goblins.
Yeah.
And then the attack was launched by the heroes as they left the rafts and charged into the remaining goblins and the beetle. The fight was ferocious, many wounds on both sides, many goblins died. There were severe wounds put upon the heroes, but in the end, they were victorious, and the Enduring One was defeated And
I'm
decapitated.
going to kill you. Oh, I missed.
And I still have his head.
After the fight, the remaining goblins that were held were sent loose away, and then the heroes crossed the river once more to the cheering of the elven army on the opposite side, and they were surprised by all that watched, because they had thought that the heroes were going to their death, but instead returned victorious and were given a hero's welcome, and they were given food and drink, a place to rest, and that is where we left off. You had one of the elves had given you a dagger because yours was broken during the fight. The firebrand was there and declared you an elf friend and said that you were to be shown the proper respect. During the fight, your hat of transformation was demagicked, as were the boots of spider climbing that the Addy, the druid, wore. And he is not here today. He is doing something else.
Does the elven knife do any different damage at all?
No. Well, it's a dagger, so it'll do, instead of what do you like?
I had a knife that had 1d3.
Right, so a dagger does a d4 against small, medium, and a d3 against large. So it does do a little bit more because it's a longer weapon.
Oh, I have that.
So I'll add that on your sheet. But if you want to write
I
that
just added
down,
it
that's
down.
great. Okay, but same THAC0. Actually, you're not. I don't think you have proficiency with the dagger. So,
I thought I did.
well, it's on your sheet there what you're proficient with as far as your weapons
Just
go.
knives.
So,
But, I don't even have to say this in that.
so that's to hit. The damage will remain, but the hit you'll have a harder time to hit with it. Okay. But aren't you working on learning another
Yes.
weapon?
I'm
During
learning on
this
how
time?
to use the daggers.
No,
Or,
the short sword.
oh, right. I'm probably going to be saying.
No. Would you like to continue on?
God can say no all day.
Yeah,
I've heard him do it.
I've done it. Daryl knows. He's lived with me for a bit. No. But that, no. Okay. So, the Rocky Ogre was getting medicinal help from the elf. And I think Addy was, I don't remember if he did anything or not. I thought he cast one spell maybe. But he was out. I remember him
He used
saying
to
that. He
sleep.
was like, I'm out of spells. And I thought you were like,
Yeah,
I
I
had
still-
one left.
I was one.
I still got my
Slap
groin
that.
injury because the only way to fix it.
Yeah,
I thought we all went
I
to
helped
that
get in the
village,
morning.
Yeah. I'm soaking in some water in a creek, something or another down there.
And so that is where we begin tonight's session, unless anyone has anything else they want to add.
I just like how being very one went down so easy.
Can't hear you.
Nothing.
Okay.
I will, while we're all sitting there, I take the Enduring One's head, I put it on the ground. I open up my bag and I take out Demon Blade and I replace it with one of my other battle axes.
Weren't you
now-
using one of his?
That broke.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you,
it's a bag,
you want this back? There you go. All right, so he has his battle axe back, and then I've got a battle axe and Demon Blade.
Oh,
Yes, and then I put the Enduring One's head in the bag and close it.
okay. Well,
You sure you want to be playing with that thing again?
If anyone's gonna have it,
Roll.
it might as well be me.
roll good old wisdom. Opposed roll.
Welcome back. And
I did succeed.
kill your friend.
Really? Did you beat a 6?
Rolled a 1.
Oh, this thing. Okay, so
And then I died.
no. In your head, you hear. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited and it's understood. You see your friend laying in the creek over there. I think you need to shave his beard and cut his hair down to here. Save versus spells.
That's an 11.
Okay, what do you need?
14.
And do you have any wisdom bonus?
No.
No. Okay. So, in front of you and Addie, you get up and you draw Demon Blade and you start walking towards, and where everyone here is going to make a charisma roll. And the highest successful charisma roll. Not
It's on a
you.
20, right?
Am I
Yes.
able to?
Go on high or low.
Well, really, you want to roll. If you want to fail, if you succeed, then you're in the running.
No, I succeeded with an 8.
Okay, 8. So you rolled an 8, which is successful.
16.
Which is probably not successful. I'm guessing.
You want lower than your charisma?
I'm
Two.
way more
All right,
charismatic than you. I'm a tablet.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
All your tattoos.
Did you roll?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Is
And you
that
still don't have my
My charisma's
clothes.
9.
okay?
Yeah.
So far,
Am I
it's-
able to say anything?
some reason you want to kill Mugweb.
Okay.
Am
I wonder why.
Am I able to say anything? Am I within my own mind able to?
Time to
Nope.
start running.
Not only did you fail the wisdom, but then you failed the spell. So you're just like
Do I see anything weird about him as he's walking
Yeah.
towards me? His eyes glowing.
a little bit. And the blade was like that same red light as I had described with the use of the blade before.
Quadruple time it.
With what was on the shell of the enduring one when it was in possession of it, and now the same thing.
Time to
He's looking
quadruple.
at you, and he's just like,
Do any of us know it's
Time to quadruple time this.
well, you can roll a 30 because you're farther away.
I'm gonna run a 21. I'm
Okay.
not low enough.
But everyone else that's there that I said, you all notice it with no problem.
I'm gonna quadruple
So,
time my running speed.
It's actions.
Quadruple my running.
You're going to move,
Yeah.
okay?
Ow.
You
think I have a
cannot
second level
catch this
spell
one,
left.
You're going to cast a
Yeah.
spell,
I'll just make a round trip. I'll make.
I think I have one left.
okay? And
What were you saying about Demon Blade? Well, someone's gonna use it. Might as well be me.
Yeah.
And then he stands up. Yeah, casting.
all right.
That's the
And
first time
I assume I'm attacking.
well, you want to. Demon Blade is thirsty.
Well, Caractus had. Caractus had happened.
Yeah, he beat it last time I tried to make him.
I remember him beating. I just didn't know whatever.
I thought it
they were
did that
affected
to
like 4
Caractus
hours
too.
Okay.
Like
Been
a
lucky
flew
for a
out of
long
his
time.
hand.
We got some.
Roll for surprise first.
That's
Roll a
D10.
d10. Okay. So you are not surprised.
That I am trying to kill Muglev.
No,
That seems normal.
but you realize that there is a out of the corner of your eye, you notice 2 elves that seem like they're moving at incredible speed, wearing clothing that is not soldier-like, and
Benny.
they look like they're moving towards you. But you want to kill him because that's just the way
Do I
it
notice
goes.
who they are?
So, yeah, did you all roll initiative yet? So you roll for you, and then you roll for everyone else.
Oh, let me.
I don't know what's going on.
Correct.
Yeah, he and I are now on three.
Of 4, okay.
9.
Okay, so anyone on very fast?
I'm on.
No.
You're on very fast.
Quadruple time my running speed.
You would have pulled that.
Okay,
off
now,
somebody
I did not say we don't have the
in the
figures
morning
exactly where,
after I pray.
but
You should
I'm just-
pray with
I
him,
want
too.
you to roll a level check, and if you get it, you may take an attack of opportunity on the fleeing goblin.
That's 22.
No. Okay, so it just fell that he's just outside of the threat range. He won initiative.
That's
He goes 8 squares. Are you going to try and do a strength
Quadruple.
check?
I'm quadruple running.
Well, you can go up to
4 times.
here. I'll read it to you out of the player's handbook.
No, I
You're
thought it
gonna
was
pull
4
your
times.
groin. Trying to run so fast. Then you fall.
And then
the way
Anae's like, I'll
that's
kill
the
you.
first thing that comes to mind.
You're gonna strain your winky.
Yeah, not pull a hammy.
See, then Anae's gonna come at me and he's gonna pull his. And Michael's gonna try and get up. Ow!
He trips over his penis.
Oh.
That's why I had such a long beard.
Oh, is that what that is?
Kept me from being locked up all the time.
It's growing back pretty good, it seems like. After that dragon fire.
No,
Starting
just
to fill out again.
How do you use a cop coin?
Oh,
No, I say I no.
Cop coin. Cop coin. I
use cop coin. No, I'm better.
I love Cop coin. Anae's and weapon breaks.
I lost my cat coin. No, I totally just left it here.
Cop coin. Anae's weapon breaks.
He tossed it for me for guessing the nearly guessing the
That'd
plot or
probably
something.
be for the best.
However, then you just pick up. You can pick up the pieces and just throw them all in. Yeah, you pick them up.
Hit you with the handle on the
Okay.
blade at the same time. Just spit on it.
Roll coin. Wait, roll a coin.
Give the answer I was looking for.
Heads or tails.
Okay.
Going, he died. And,
He has a heart attack. Cop coin. He has a heart attack. I'm going to kill you. So ends the tail. Roll to you.
Death by heart attack.
Okay, let's see.
Didn't think this would happen. Didn't think about that happening.
Really?
Didn't foresee this.
The
Honestly.
mind control
I'm
ads.
Yeah.
Do you need my
Put it
mind?
out.
I need to give you my mind control ring. You get control way too often.
I'm the evil one. I do these things sometimes. It's in my character description. Sometimes.
There it is. Okay.
maybe you can gain control of it.
That'd be
Next
nice.
I'll just give you my mind control ring. I should just give you that, then you'll be able to wield the axe.
Oh, I see. You're gonna try. Yep, you get to try. So you're gonna try to go 3 times, which would be strength, 4 times, which is a -4, and 5 times is -8
Oh,
to your strength.
oh my god, then I'd have to get a perfect 1 on that 5.
So what do you?
I'll go with 3 times. What about that?
Okay, so straight strength check on a 20.
Make that the 5.
Okay, so your 3 times your move is 24, so you move 12 squares away. Okay, so that was on very fast. Now we go to the loser side of very fast, which is nobody.
Trailing fast.
Fast,
Just trying to attack my
winner
dust.
side again, so you can move more
Oh, really?
if you want. You go ahead and move the rest. No, then you move the rest in that round, which is another 12. So now you're 24 squares away before you even get a chance
You're
to
like
go.
there,
He's-
Neil.
The goblin jets out of there. You hear Dustin grass kicks up, and it's like, and his hat like throw me a 30.
Oh, you're like 30 though.
Just
Right
out
here.
of S&Gs, here's.
There it is.
'Cause I was next to you. You handed me an axe. I must
You rolled an 11. Okay, so your hat
Hey, here,
flies
take this.
off and lands on the ground. Okay, so are you also on fast?
I'm on.
Also, they come back. pick up-
You see the
You're on average. Okay, so now the loser side of fast.
like in the cartoon.
I'm on average.
Oh, well, you can move though on fast.
Look at the
If
friends.
it-
And
if
there's
it-
trying to go good.
And I
Gotta
do
go.
Okay, and are
It's
you
like the
running
Scooby-Doo
or are you
cartoon.
trying to go faster than that?
You see the legs just going in.
I got a good strength. I'll do the -4.
in
That's
place.
strength -4.
And they
Roll the
just trying
strength
to
check
check
with
with
the
this time,
-4.
and
You
he
can
thinks
quadruple.
it's
Yes.
No,
I rolled a 7.
that's my great strategy.
So that's
run away.
Okay.
Python.
So
My movement speed is 13.
Oh yeah, he's very good.
So times 4, that's 52.
I shall taunt
So you
again.
can catch him
A
right
second
now.
time.
I do so.
All right, and you can strike. So even though you got all that
What?
far away, he catches you
Oh!
because he made it, and he swings.
They wouldn't be running toward the creek.
Do you
that Rock
turn?
and I are
Do you
at.
turn to face him, or do you let him chop you in the back?
I'm gonna. Alright, I'll turn it over to face.
Okay, so no +2.
All right, that's an armor class of 5.
Oh wait, no, you don't get to attack because this is more than your base move.
Then I
You
do
just
not
caught up to
swing.
him. That's right.
Okay.
So anyway, okay.
Okay.
So now it's your turn.
Kelp will just come over here to
hold this man in his
Kelp's way out in the
tracks.
woods.
Okay, so you're gonna cast a hold person. Okay.
I was.
And is that the thing where if it's only on one target, there's a minus to the save?
Yes.
That's
You see-
I should know that by now.
-2, yes.
Okay, so you're -2 versus spells.
So the
You
number
subtract 2 from your die roll.
Okay. that failed. I
Okay.
rolled a 10. I needed 14.
So what happens?
He freezes in place. He's running. And he freezes it in the running man position.
One, 2 toes on the ground.
Okay. And in your mind, you hear Demon Blade. Ah, the priest.
At that point,
I have a feeling Karatas is not going to be too happy with me. by the
The
time
priest
we get
has
to
done this.
no,
He is
no.
he is a terrible ally.
And I'm gonna run.
Okay,
as
you
fast
both
as I-
roll level checks to
Me?
see if you see this going on. No, you are aware it's going on because you're in the scene.
No.
No?
No, you,
Okay.
you don't know what's happening.
You guys are like behind an outcropping of trees and a rock, and the water's
I'm
like.
gonna concentrate on
You see this
my.
big ogre that's laying on a rock that's kind of making a place where he can rest his back, and
And I'm watching myself.
I'm gonna run to them. And I'm gonna concentrate on
Master Elf, move to
the
the left.
wristbands,
Pause.
the ogre control wristbands,
No.
and call rock.
Okay, well, the only thing you get to do the rest of this round is take a half move
Oh, okay.
because that would be
Alright.
using a magic item.
Okay.
You know what I'm
There
gonna
you
do?
go.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can put on the mind control ring to the egg over here. Am I able to?
You can't do anything now.
Oh, and do it. This hand it open so I can like. Is he running like this? Or is it
I would have my axes in my hand.
Yeah, he's holding 2 weapons.
so like this? So like that.
So like this or like this.
Or can I put it
Like this.
So I can't put on the ring.
See? No. You can put on the ring on yourself. It's already on your hand.
Can I put it on him?
You can certainly try, but you can't do anything this round because that's something. Okay, so now it's the next round. And you're held. And then you see those 2 elves that were coming over. They run, and on their movement, they will try to get up there.
And attack them up.
And one of them is able to, and the other one is not. So one gets up there. Now there's an elf by you, and he's holding his weapon out and looking a little confused. And then that is where that scene ends. So now it's the next round. Actions. You're held.
Put the
We're
ring.
running. Knock the axe out of his hand.
I'm gonna put the
So
ring.
you're just moving, and that's it?
Well, as fast as I can.
Okay, so are you going to move to the exclusion of doing another action?
What's that?
Are you going to move to the exclusion of being able to do what you said with the wristband?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I would do this. That's
Okay,
a different
so-
activity. Yeah, I'm gonna call rock with the
Okay.
wristbands.
I'm
you
ringing
guys,
out.
you guys didn't make your roll at the end
Right,
of last
I'm ringing
round, so
out
you
the
can't do
cape that
anything.
he
Okay.
had me use.
All right,
Watching it.
and you.
I'm gonna try to put the ring
You're
on
gonna
his.
look for a way to somehow put the ring on his hand. Okay, or whatever. All right then. So
Word. Word.
I'll figure it out.
since there's no combat, you do what you. So you concentrate on the. Tell me what you're thinking. So state your intent out loud.
Renee's right there.
I'm thinking,
What's right here?
Yeah.
rock, get your ass over here.
Okay.
I just-
So, Rock, you need to save versus spells, but at disadvantage because these are specifically made for your species. And if you have any type of wisdom thing, that would apply.
I'm guessing
Available
there's.
rolls.
Okay.
Guessing there's a range of some sort on there.
There is, or there's not. There's no way to know.
I don't
You just
know.
have to know
Okay.
the ogre's.
I was
So-
just taking a stab,
so,
I guess, and hoping.
That's your action. Now you're going to try to do that. Okay, so
Yeah.
like I said, he's got both axes and his hands are like this. So describe to me how you would like to do this, and we'll let the roll decide.
Oh, you
if it
see how his
works.
thumb is out like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the ring. I'm gonna put the ring on his thumb.
Okay.
Just any kind
So
of.
I'm going to say make a open locks
Open blocks?
Yes,
My
because
hands
that's
are locked.
his hands are locked in place.
Plus
daggers are
10%.
And what
What do I have?
you roll percentile, and you want to roll very low.
They should be on your sheet there somewhere.
Plus 10% on here.
All your skills are back here, Blackwinkle.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
No, look, it might be more.
Blackwinkle.
Final percentage. Do I need
40%.
to? Okay, roll.
Hey, Daryl. Let's get to figure out numbers.
I made that with a 30.
The thumb could not
30?
be controlled.
All right, so
Yeah.
he manages to finagle the sloogie and go, clink, clink, and that ring is now on your thumb.
Can you hear Demon Blade's
Just
voice?
at the top of the thing. And
Do his eyes go like normal?
yes, immediately.
Hey, Michael, I think you can put down the hold whatever. So.
Oh.
I still can't move though, so I'm
Correct.
Yeah. I walk up to him. What are you doing, you damn fool?
Okay, meanwhile, so you move,
I
you're
failed
there.
my
Right,
roll.
so
What happened? What did I? What am I feeling?
the now that's all, you're up there by him, you're there, that other elf is up there. Now you're able to do something, and you feel compelled to follow whatever the command was that was in your head.
What was it?
Get over here, Rock.
So I know it's him. I'm
It
hearing
was
my
in his voice.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I look. Do I know where he's at? I look around. I see him.
So you get up,
So I
and
just
you got
what?
this over that's all covered in water, and if there was a girl over around, she'd be like, ooh, but they're not there.
So I just start.
And then you look up and you see off in the distance them standing around. And
Is there an urgency to it, or I just go that direction? Or?
you follow the exact wording of the command.
So I just move that direction.
Okay.
That is 1 square per round pace.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, very slowly.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But he does what he's commanded to do because that's the way it works.
Rock just all of a sudden
So-
starts walking.
So anyway, it'll take you a while to get there, but
Naked. Get out of the water.
Oh
you
God.
see that
Yeah.
because you're right there.
I figure he's going to take a dump or something.
Okay.
Unless I have a roll. to
Okay. Now at the
realize-
end of the round, now you can do a level check again, a perception.
I can't say anything or anything, right? I just.
I think-
No, because that was not in the commands.
Finish washing my limited clothing.
Did you make it or were you?
I failed.
Okay. All right. So now we go to the next round, and the elves are looking at you and him. What is the meaning of this?
He touched the bad axe, and we're trying to get him. But don't kill him, please.
That blade is taking him over. He's good now.
Yeah, not anymore.
I'll give him a good smack in the face.
Well, he can't
But
move.
what do you think you're doing?
To cause damage
No,
or
just
just to
uh,
get
That should
attention?
release the spell.
just a general. Yeah, I'll give it a smack.
you can pull your damage anytime you want.
Yeah. No, it's just a general
Okay. So
swat. You're gonna drop that blade when I drop this spell. Matter of fact, I'm trying to knock the blade from his hand with my axe.
okay.
So,
His blade is still tightly
Roll
in
a
my
hit.
grasp.
And I hope you roll a 1 and you chop his arm off.
yeah, you never know.
Please don't.
14.
Okay. What does that hit?
A 1. No, I would hit a 2. Armor class of 2.
That would hit.
You have a THAC of 14.
No, 15.
What's
Is that
on
right?
your sheet? That sounds
Oh
awful
no, it's
low.
17. Yeah, that is awful low. I was thinking something else.
So
4.
Still hits.
4.
okay. Yes. So now,
You know, I'd be like,
wait a
I'm still
second.
looking
This is
through my
basically
spells.
disarm against the held opponent, and you did the disarm. So we'll do it the exact same way.
You know,
So
I'd be looking through his notes right now. Hang on, I think I got something here.
I think it was like an opposed
Yes.
strength check. But I'm.
but you're held, so like your strength is.
Used a slingshot on his face.
There we go. Okay. Okay. So
You know, you see
roll again. So you roll the Clint's armor class 0, and what'd you roll? Oh, so you missed.
14.
So you needed a 17. So you
Yeah.
miss
That's your armor class 0? Wow.
because you're trying to disarm him.
Okay.
All right.
I can't hit a
But
ball, but
He's not moving, so he gets no. So
I
+4.
mean,
So what? So if
What
you
the-
have a +4 because he's not moving, then that would
That'd be
get
an
you to
8.
hit, right?
Yeah, that'd be 18. I mean,
Okay. So now you roll.
I made my strength check.
No, you're doing
against armor
a
class 0.
What did you hit an armor class of what?
1.
And what did you roll?
13.
And what did you roll?
14 or 18 with the +4.
Okay. So yours is lower. So you hit it, but you did not disarm it.
Make me chop this damn iron off.
So his held strength is holding strong.
Just plop the thing and don't drop it. And if it's not, and if he does drop it, then you can go and chop his hand off, I guess. Cut his hand off, be sure. Yeah.
All right. So now what?
I'm just waiting for him to.
One step at a time.
Okay. Mummy rock.
Anybody got a
Hormones
rope?
of pain.
William Ellis, you got a rope?
I have lots of rope. Actually, no. Rock
Roll
has
another
the rope.
passive perception. to see if
Actually,
you
Rock
notice
has all
this.
the rope.
Not currently.
Yeah, you do. Oh, wait.
No, I'm naked. walking
No.
towards him.
Not yet, huh?
No, but I am about done washing my clothes.
All right. So what are you
We
gonna do
did
this
it.
round?
My clothes.
I gotta tell you, we didn't take this axe out of his hand, and nobody touched the damn thing.
I have my anti-magical ring on him. I'm pretty sure Demon Blade can't.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
Let's try it. I'll drop the spell.
Okay.
I
Put the damn axe
And
down.
you know that when he put the ring on you, the connection was severed.
On your thumb, though, so
So-
it's like
I see the ring on my thumb.
Correct.
I take Demon Blade, I put it on the ground, I take the ring, I put it on an actual finger that it will fit on, and then I pick Demon Blade.
it's a self-fitting ring. Like,
Okay.
it fit on Rock whenever I do.
Now, what do you think, you damn fool? You put it in your backpack for a reason.
If anyone's going to use this, it's going to be me. Now that I've got this ring,
And if you didn't have the ring,
Muglev, I thank you for this ring.
You're welcome.
If you didn't give it to me, and if you hadn't cast a spell, you'd probably be dead. But I thank you for this ring. I don't want to let go of this axe again. Not like I'll let go of it, but like I don't want to leave it again. Last time I left it,
And you just
the
put it in
Enduring
your-
one got it, and then that's how we had to fight that giant beetle
Just
thing.
put it in your bag.
I like it though.
All right. So now, Kelf, you notice as you're
Well, as long as I
finished
get the ring
washing, you
back by
look
the
up
end
and
of
you
all
see
this.
Rock limping towards these groups
It's helped
of
me a
people.
I
lot.
follow Rock and I offer my shoulder.
Like back when I got
Can I
old.
accept the show? I don't know.
You can try.
I
I'll
sheathe
help you, buddy. Come on, where you going?
Do I can lean on the shoulder to get where I'm going? Then I do so.
Where you heading in a hurry?
Can I answer him? You know, you said it wasn't in the command. So I
That's
just
very true.
continue moving
Yes.
forward.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not even looking at you. Leaning
That's
on you.
correct.
I'm using you to help move quicker.
Correct.
I sheathe.
so I see or Rock.
You mean you hook the thongs onto your belt?
Yes.
Just 2
I-
hours later.
I look to the elves. You said they aren't wearing guard apparel
But
or something. They look
No.
I forgot
regular
you were.
guards.
yeah.
Where is your uniform?
It's Elisa.
The elf looks at you. And you can roll 30.
So, I did not make it by month.
Now, what is your is that your wisdom minus 10?
My wisdom minus 10, that's a 7, but I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay, so you're not sure who these people are.
I look
Who are
them up.
you?
I say I apologize for this trouble. I did not anticipate this, but I thank you for coming to aid.
The one looks at you and in the northern tongue he says, "That is a great evil you carry with you."
I don't speak Northern tongue.
I'll translate it for you.
Okay.
I'd say that to them. I'll translate
Tell him that is a great evil that he carries, and that if it was not for their heroism, there's a very good chance he would be dead.
I said
Is Peonok Northern tongue?
It is.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Northern tongue. So I do speak it.
Who the fuck was this guy?
Well, I guess
So I do speak Northern tongue.
So I wouldn't translate
That's,
that.
That's
what-
Janice.
Janice.
Oh.
So he says that to me. I say,
I didn't remember.
I'm aware of this, but even though it is of great evil, it is safest with me. Even that seems very like wrong to say because that just happened. That didn't happen before, but the last time I let it out of my sight, even worse things happened. So I feel that it is safest with me.
Keep that damn ring on.
So they leave, leaving you all to
Thanks
yourselves.
again.
As long as I get that ring back by the end.
You guys now notice that Rock is limping at a very slow pace up to where you guys are.
Hey guys, something's wrong with Rock. He's
Telf is-
non-responsive.
Yeah,
Because this guy used the mind control.
I will drop the command or how.
Okay.
Why would you
Never
use those
mind.
on him? You know he
Hey,
doesn't like
that was the agreement. When
Am I
you told
aware of
him
what
that you
happened?
wouldn't use them on him.
Am I aware of what
I was trying to stop Mugglove from becoming axed in half.
No, but you had
Oh.
I mean, I know it was his voice calling me.
Hey.
And I'm uncontrollable. I can't
Somebody
control
had to go play with the axe.
Yeah, he
I would say,
the action tried to come kill me, but I remanded it.
You look okay now.
Yeah, it's because
I would
the
say,
mind
well,
controller.
You didn't see anybody do anything.
So now
You heard
I'm
the voice.
So,
So-
to be controlled by.
He just said.
I'm only going to tell you that.
yeah, and then he just said.
I'm just to answer your question. I'm only going to say you know what your character knows what it knows, and it can make its own conclusions.
But I'm out of the spell right now, right? Or whatever.
You do not feel as though you are being controlled.
Look at you. I'm so lean on you.
He said he wouldn't use
I'm
them.
still
on
trying
you,
to walk
but he was
towards
trying to
I'm
help.
still trying to walk towards the meeting, so help me.
Yeah, I'm helping you. He said he was trying to help Muggleb. Needed your help. You said you wouldn't use them on
Sorry, it was an emergency.
No, swing him. This fest.
Okay.
I
Roll a d10.
don't know how I can pull damage back. That kind of this.
4.
All right. You're not surprised. So you both, anyone that wants to have stayed in action right
You can
now,
see the
then
grump on his face as he approaches.
Well, we call it parrying, dodging,
parrying. There is
Parrying.
such a thing.
and you got -4 because I'm at 4.
Do you know what parrying is? I will read it to you.
It's like when you use a sharp knife to peel potatoes.
Hey, Caden, do me a favor. Grab his fish hook him and just.
We'll call it a dodge, I suppose.
No, I'll just read it. That's fine. Okay. Parrying is no move action. Is in effect for the entire round. You cannot move, attack, or cast spells. Parrying reduces a non-warrior character's armor class by 1/2 the level. And you round down. So if you were 5th level, you would get a -2 to your armor class.
All right.
And that's all that you do. Stay in the square.
All right.
All right. So is that your action to parry?
Dodge or parry, whichever is better.
Well, there is no dodge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, parry.
Okay. So anyone else? Anything else? Okay. Then
now
basically you're just mad and you're going to swing at him. So you go ahead.
I watch.
Pull out some popcorn.
1 or 20 with that
Natural
look.
20.
Okay. Roll it again.
420 is dead.
18.
Okay. Roll percentile.
You knock his head.
It's like the
45.
Jason Takes Manhattan scene where he's going up against like a boxer.
Unfortunately, you have to say it before you roll that you're pulling your damage.
But it,
So,
I'm a stupid dog.
all right, in the left forearm,
As you parry.
Jesus.
roll Dankus, D2 plus your strength,
Dankus.
plus your damage modifier.
9.
Jesus.
Okay.
Plus 1 makes 10 because it was a serious wound.
It's going to be like to Street Fighter, just.
And
He's in a
roll,
coma.
both of you roll opposed strengths.
Oh, yeah, where's you win this one?
Oh, I just fail it. You can make it. Man. Roll 3.
2.
Well, his was the higher successful roll.
Wow.
You are knocked down in the square because you are a medium-sized creature. And okay, so
It's like 10.
you have a -1 to hit and damage, and add 30 pounds to your weight, and that may or may not make a difference to your movement and other sort of things.
It probably does.
So that's what happened.
Does 10 damage knock you unconscious?
Listen, I'll make you pull your own nuts out if you try that again.
You're gonna have to give them up, I guess.
I don't care. I just wanted to help the little.
I
freaking
understand,
goblin.
but
We're gonna need them for the ogre. I'll tell you what.
why don't you wear them?
These were yours,
As long as you
fathers.
Take them.
Oh.
Take them from him.
These were yours. I'll trade you yours for my family's thing, and we'll call it a deal.
Where's my axe?
Your family thing.
Yeah, he's got some ring that my great uncle made, and I got his braces. I'll take the braces off, toss them at him.
They're not braces, they're just wrists. They're just
Yeah.
like leather straps.
You toss them at me?
Yeah.
No.
Do they hit me?
Oh, I want to roll a hit.
Well,
He said he tosses them at me.
okay. Roll
They
a
hit me?
roll a d10. Let's see if you're surprised, because I guess you weren't
Why
expecting that.
does it matter if I'm surprised? Okay, can I avoid it? An 8.
Okay, so no.
I didn't
So
expect him to hit. I am surprised he threw them at me, but nonetheless. So is he throwing them at me? I mean,
Just
you
check
said
do you
two.
have an action?
This
I can't move but one square. He throws them at me. You might not hit
So
me,
the answer
right?
is no. You have no action.
Right.
Okay. So roll.
I choose inaction.
natural 1. I threw him over my head.
Okay.
Into the water.
So,
So I did the girl throw.
all right. So
That's a minus. That's a minus 2.
do a level
actually.
check on the 30.
Reinforcements.
14.
Okay. Roll again.
12.
The battlefield
21.
shifts, and now you're
21.
Hell, you're in the way of the bracelets. What?
Somehow you managed to shove them up the other day.
Okay, so they just land. They just land on the ground at your feet.
I did the girl throw.
Anae will remind
Hey, I got points in
So I was
the
trying to picture.
Hey, Pikel,
You're throwing them.
the ring of stone skin that
That's the one that
Kelp has.
Klingador made.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Clengador
him.
Hammerhand made. The
Oh,
ring of
never
stone
mind.
skin.
Okay. I thought it was.
Well, I'll pick the leather bracelets up.
The straps.
Yes.
Told you those need to be destroyed.
I know how you feel, Rob.
We'll throw them in on the volcano, okay?
I can't trust you.
Well, wait, I thought we could. He said he wouldn't use them on you. We had to take his word.
Listen, I was just trying to get your attention.
And you couldn't have just called me?
You were too damn far away.
I'm going to put them in my duffel bag.
We should just throw them in the volcano with all the other stuff.
Yes.
With the
We
axe.
should.
He's not swinging an axe at me because I held him.
Wait, are we going to throw the axe into the volcano too, or is it another one?
Well, you didn't need to call Rocco. You needed to hold me in place so I didn't cut his head off.
Well, you never know if these things work or not.
Well, it did, though.
And I
You
forgot
saw
you
it
couldn't
work.
run.
So what were you going to have me do if I could run over it?
You can tackle him. Do I look like I can tackle that guy?
Well, maybe our combined weight could. I don't know. Or you can at least have tied them up, I guess. You could have tied
I
them
didn't
up.
want them used. I've been against them since they told what they did. Said you wouldn't use them. Then you use them on me. On top of everything, you use them on me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you use them on someone else.
Well, we need him for the guy, the ogre magi. You can use it.
I'm going to hang on to him for a little bit. Everybody just chill, okay? You're okay now? You're okay now?
I started limping back to the
I held water.
I'm good. Too.
I accept your
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you didn't get attacked. You avoided it. Did you
He's
trade him
fine.
something for that ring? Or you just letting him borrow it?
no,
I just don't. I'm borrowing it for my life. I'm letting him have it for my
It's
life.
on loan, so I don't die.
I will.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I will dig out and give to Muglab 100 gold.
Oh, well, that's a nice thing to accomplish.
A little bit of recompense.
Oh, I can't wait to put it on my donkey when we get that.
Speaking of that, in the morning, after I pray
Have
and
breakfast.
meditate and help with some healing, I'm on my way back to that village.
We're going to.
We've got a book
post haste.
That's the
We need to get some weapons and armor again.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you could like get more leather armor or whatever.
I've
Not
got
too
what I
far.
need. You want your cloak back? All right, I'll get it to you once I make some pants. I've got some hides on the cart. I can make me some more pants.
Maybe
later.
I'll take that cloak as soon as it gets the kelp stains off of it.
I just washed it.
For hours. It took them
I'll
like
get
2
it back
days.
up.
Or
Does it smell?
I am now nude with a headband and sandals and a belt and a bandolier with a duffel bag.
Rock's new.
We're just one big happy family.
Limping, dragging his third leg
Hey,
across the
don't
ground.
trip on your penis.
Why?
Don't even trip.
Yeah, every now and then you see the penis go like grab something and then throw the stick around.
Stop.
Like, no.
Yeah. Prehensile-ness.
I will now use my spear to penetrate the enemy.
Okay, and right about then, you see the firebrand and those two guys walking past, and one of them stops and points over, and he just looks and goes, "Well, fuck," and they keep walking.
Hey, firebrand.
We are heroes.
We saved the world. With that on, yeah.
Let's get some damn sleep.
Meanwhile, Eddie's cat's like, "Don't look, Logan."
Do you suffer charisma loss or gain for being nude while talking to someone?
It would definitely create a situation.
I'm gonna head back
How cold
over
is it?
to the Elven encampment where we were relaxing, and
Everyone,
see-
by the way, has partaken of the food and drink, so no one's hungry.
Awesome. I just want to look around to see if there's maybe a molded cloth or
So when you go over there, one of the elves is like,
have you any a bolt of cloth or something I could fashion?
"Hurry over here."
Dragon fire.
And he goes over to his traveling kit and pulls out some clothes that are close to your size, but not exactly perfect. So now I want you to roll your luck roll, which is your level. And if you're successful, they fit. So we'll start there.
I'm not.
Okay, now roll a 10. No, I'm sorry, roll a 20. And if you roll an 11 or higher, they're too large by that amount.
12.
Okay, so you now have
A
on
little bit
slightly
large.
baggy clothes.
And
what,
it
is,
just like a cloth shirt and cloth pants?
Yes.
Okay. And I will cinch the waist. And there you go. Hey, thank you very much, sir.
Aggie looks good.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, good. Kill him!
7. I made it.
Okay, and he's like, "There, that's much better." And he like straightens it out a little bit, and he's like,
I
"What's
appreciate your
going
help,
on
friend."
with that? Why are you naked?"
I was breathed upon by a red dragon that Pareko fought. We were attacked by him earlier in the day, and he singed my.
Yeah, but you weren't naked when you first came.
Oh, my friend Mugleb loaned me a cloak, his cloak, and I had fashioned it into a loincloth. And after I washed it in the creek, I offered it back to him.
He had to have it that bad.
Well, it's his. It's a nice cloak. I didn't want to,
He says, he just looks at you and he gives you this elven look that
the non-spoken
that
jam.
conveys "I smell bullshit."
That's why I washed it.
He just shakes his head.
The battle was great.
Like, "All right, thanks."
Thank
And
you,
turns
sir.
on his heel.
TMI, thank you.
Mhm.
He gives you the freak.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, so now what do you guys do?
I rest.
Hang out all day and then
Rest.
Go
go.
back to the water and
All right,
my
eventually
hurting ball.
the sun starts to go down and the encampment is quiet. There's no fires or anything because all of the elves can see in the dark, and most of you can see in the dark as well. Those of you that can't,
Yeah.
you're just shit out of luck
I
unless you do something that creates light.
just go to sleep and I keep eating blade in my grasp.
And then the ring pulls up. No.
It's like a body.
Does anyone else do anything I need to be aware of before that?
Ah,
You've said what you're doing. What about you?
I always keep my demon blade
Firebrand
on my
around.
fire!
I want to touch
You're gonna
Firebrand.
try. Yeah, okay, Rock.
I can't go anywhere quickly, so no, I'm not doing
Okay,
it. You know, I'm not
You?
gonna get to the fire.
I got my clothes.
nothing.
I meditate and then I sleep.
Okay, and you last.
Just chilling out.
All right. So you seek out the firebrand and you find him in kind of a makeshift pavilion set up for the elven commander of this particular regiment. And where you ask, you are shown in, and he says, Michael the dwarf, I understand you like shouting epithets at our elven people, and
Just a misunderstood dwarven charm.
he says, don't start your bullshit with me now. It's good to see some things are consistent, but considering your family was instrumental in something in the past which allowed us to grant you your permanent landing in the city of Ravensbluff, we'll overlook it. But if I was you, I wouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. You understand?
I understand. Dwarven battle charm, that's all.
Smells like it. So what brings you here at this time?
Same reason that brought us here millennia, 100
No, I
years
mean
ago.
you to in front of me, where the
Well-
sight of you makes me wish to cough.
The same reason that brought my forefathers to you years ago, hundreds of years ago. We're going to have an empty hole in the ground that's either going to be filled with goblins and orcs and be the next plight on the land, or we can fill it with dwarves and mine it.
I think that might be something you'll need to take up with someone who gives a shit about that sort of thing. That's
Well,
not me.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Is Solath in attendance, or is he in?
Fuck no. Why would that? Why would our king come to this place at this time?
Don't know whether he leads his own armies or.
No. You don't know him very well, do you?
No, I'm not. I cannot say I'm personal friends with King Solath.
That's fine. You don't need to be. Are you wanting to write a letter to the king to convey whatever idiotic idea you have for the mountain?
That would be the plan,
Well, then I guess that's for you to do.
and you would be the man to
I can make sure that he
gets there.
gets the letter. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, that was my
I just will
intention.
not take part in anything that has to do with that mountain or the distribution of land rights or anything of that ilk.
All I was looking for is a delivery. Shake his, put your hands out. And the point is,
Roll a
wherever
charisma
elvish,
check.
wherever the elvish hand can
Roll a
shake his,
charisma check with advantage because of your previous dealings with this individual.
well, it doesn't matter with me in charisma checks.
Are you successful?
Nope, I pissed
Well,
him
you-
off 20.
Okay.
You roll them again. Well, when you roll it
So
again.
he says, well, I'm glad to see that you consider me a delivery man. So get the fuck out and you can come back and give that message to one of these guards to give to me.
All right. That's what it was. I'll leave.
And then are you done for the day?
I'll ride in the morning.
Just get another goose. The pleasures of having not being charismatic.
Yeah.
I'm not charismatic.
I was amazed I made mine.
I'm charismatic. I don't get how I'm more charismatic. Yes, I'd rather talk to the booger than you.
Taste the booger flavor.
Something wrong with you.
Does the sunrise?
Oh, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find
Or
out.
are we thrown into the darkness of chaos?
Yeah, here comes his Ray.
The darkness of chaos.
The great skull. Tornado hits. Wipes line clear of all.
Yeah, start over.
On the desert strip mall.
That'd be great.
Roll for surprise with advantage.
It's a rabbit. It sounds like a train.
Sounds like
We
a
got
period of
train
peace.
tracks right by the shop where I work, and there was, tornado warnings or stuff. It's like, how will we know if it's the train or if it's a tornado?
Maybe you're selling a Henley.
Oh, what's a headway, Sean?
Not that Or it's 2 pound.
About 2. Yeah, usually no one asks.
The big one.
7 pound hen, heck yeah.
Speaking of 7 pound hands, I'll be right back.
Bonk.
You
Yeah, that's a fact.
ain't got no balls, you don't leave an upper decker.
No.
No.
Yeah, I know what it is. You see Deadpool 2 yet?
Not yet. I haven't been movies lately.
We're gonna
Oh,
go see
list
it
them out there now.
sometime.
See,
Yeah, we just watched Black Panther last night.
that was good.
It was pretty good, and then we've seen Infinity War. You see Ragnarok.
That was good. That was real good.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
feel
was
so
fun.
good.
Was that from Ragnarok?
No.
Infinity War?
Yes. Meme.
Oh,
Oh, meme.
I don't do internet.
I don't do anything.
It's just the phrase, I don't feel so good.
And then Solo is out this weekend. I want to see that one.
Apparently,
Plays out there this week?
Yeah. It's summer movie time.
They always try to come out in the summer or the winter.
Book club looks like it might be funny, but I won't see it.
I just learned that they're making a movie on Tag now.
Yeah,
They already did one off of Truth or Dare. No. What's
Yeah.
Tag?
Tag is
Tag.
it's a
It's
group
a
of
tag.
it's based on a true
Playground
story.
Assault Group? What?
It's based on a true story about a group of friends who've been since they were in high school. They've had this
Oh, yeah.
tag game.
I
going
seen it.
on.
Yeah, it's a comedy. With
Yeah, John
thoughts from
Hamm and-
basically the
Hangover type.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well, those
Ned,
guys.
Ned Flanders
Kind of.
or whatever that guy is.
Howdy do, neighbor. You know the Tag.
Howdy ho, Gator. Yeah, I've seen a couple clips from it. It looks like it'd be pretty funny. It's funny because we have a tag game going at work, and we have these yellow tags that are in boxes that we get back from our supplier. So I took one of them and I wrote in magic marker tag in big letters, "You're it." So then you take the tag and you hide it at people's workstation, and it's just a friendly game that you come back from go to the restroom and oh hey, there's the tag. I'm in. Just a silly little game. But then Tag started the movie. I was like, hey, look at that.
Now we gotta throw chairs at each other.
Yeah. Now there's some funny scenes. I can never remember that actor's name. Ed Helms. That's it. He's at the birth of his child, and his wife is in labor, and he's like between her legs, she's in the stirrups, and he's like, okay, honey, push, you're doing a great job. And John Hamm comes up behind him and looks over his shoulder. He's like, oh man, it's a beautiful moment. It's great that you could be here for this. By the way, you're in. And walks away. The crap like that. Jeremy Renner is in it.
It does look good. I see the previous part. It looks good.
He plays some sort of a spy or secret agent type guy, and Ed Helms is trying to tag him, and he's just doing jujitsu and throwing him and dodging him and kicking him. And he can't tag him.
inside. I think I'm hoping to add toward like a rotator.
No
I
kidding.
got a doctor. He's a
Bummer.
just
You get
hurts,
it, so I
certain,
didn't mean to hurt
hurts
you,
certain
Sean, I
movements.
just put my hand on.
Hurts. Well, that doesn't hurt. It's certain movements. It's on the inside. It's not like the outside.
Yeah. That's what she said.
It's just I can't.
This is what she proclaimed.
Damn it, I always forget to say
Can't find a
it.
spot where it's bothering me. I might need to take that.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I bought a 2015 Jeep Renegade this morning.
Oh, what did you
You
bring?
bring
Renegade.
Yeah.
I didn't see when you pulled him.
What is it with car names? Just naming them such weird things. Behold, the Renegade.
Now you have the truck.
Well,
still,
Jeep Renegade's
and the
been around
Renegade.
for
So you want the
probably
Renegade
30
versus
years.
getting another
That
tractor.
Jeep Renegade. This is the Explorer.
Because I know a long time ago you'd said you were going to get another tractor.
I was hoping to get a Wrangler, a Jeep Wrangler, but for the money that I could afford to spend, I realized I could get a 10-year newer vehicle with less miles. So 2015 with 25,000 miles on it.
But
Big deal.
yeah, you don't have to live like a
Don't have to what?
It's actually
refugee.
refugee.
Oh,
That's
Actually,
funny.
you're thinking of Sticks.
yeah, that's Tom Petty.
That's a good stuff. That sounds funny anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Put it up, Chris.
Okay.
The sun breaks over the horizon. The forest starts to
Oh.
awaken. And Anae, you slept so good
Oh no.
that you wake up like
Oh, no.
everything is so wonderful.
Your ring's on something.
For the first time in a long time, you wake up without having fleeting memories of bugs and mountains and
There's your knife right there.
the seeing horrible things.
Like the ghost of my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. My mind just feels like cleansed.
I don't know about cleanse, but just
I
you're like,
slept
oh,
real good.
yeah.
I always sleep. Do I sleep worse now? Do I sleep?
It means I have full hit points now. Haha.
Do I sleep any worse?
Everyone gets back 1 hit point, by the way.
I sleep good because I got
Yeah.
money today. I sleep good because I got more money.
There you go.
Eddie says, I have, everyone does their morning jam, and then afterwards, it takes a while for Eddie's like, well, I'm going to pray, so it's going to be a little while. You guys.
For those of you that
Don't
don't
disturb
remember, Kelp's prayers look kind of like a Tai Chi type of a thing. He's doing a kata and bodily motions and going through the whole things. And as he, Cahulan, grant me wisdom, I give unto you piety.
And they
Blah,
just
blah,
assumes
blah.
you're dancing.
And Rock prays with him, but Rock don't do none of that.
He just kind of sits there.
Yeah.
You know how long it takes you to get all your spell slots back?
I thought
How much
Eddie
per
or
level?
somebody
Remember,
was
it's 10 per spell per level. So
tending to
one
us.
third level spell takes 30 minutes.
Yes. I had to figure it
Stuff
out.
like that.
Oh, you
I'm
do
just
that
saying,
too?
just so you're aware of, in case anyone else wants to do something while the spellcasters are
Is the cat?
praying,
Is the cat still
they
hurt?
may.
The cat's.
You go
So-
check on the cat.
Well, no, but it doesn't look any weird.
When you look over there, the cat just is
Since it pulled its thing.
cleaning itself
Oh, that's right.
next to Caddy.
And you cat.
2 hours.
Mug Lab, I don't know what's in this.
So
ring,
this
but I
this
slept
conversation
great
is
last
happening.
night.
So okay.
Dwarven
That's fine.
prayer looks like playing with your beard and grumbling to yourself.
220 minutes would be.
Well, how did you sleep better?
Almost 4 hours.
Oh, that's me.
Every
So
night,
I'm
my
praying
dreams-
So the sun will be way up there by the
Is that what
time.
happened?
you're ready to go.
I usually get that, but it was just silence last night. Yeah. No, like I usually dream of like bugs.
Is this conversation happening where everyone can
I'm
hear?
not trying to be quiet.
I'm just setting the scene.
Yeah. I
So
figure
whoever
we're all
wants to be in the scene beside the spell. So I guess it's just Rock if you want to be within earshot of them, or in the morning, or if you want to be by yourself. It's up to you.
By myself.
Okay. Right back in the stream.
Well, I mean,
or
I'm
He
near
said
him.
he was
I'm
praying
with him.
as I prayed.
I don't pray for 4 hours though, so I'll hang out near him until he's done.
okay. All right. Go ahead.
I slept really well last night. Usually my dreams are polluted with bugs and stuff I saw on that mountain, seeing my father's ghost, stuff like that.
That's
But having this ring on, I don't know. I just slept really well last night, so thank you.
But you gotta try it again next night and see if it works again.
Let's take it off. I don't take it off. I do not take off the ring. And that's all I had to say. So I just kind of sit around until Kelp is ready to head out.
All right. Well, then, hearing no other things that anyone wants to do, the time that the spellcaster finally, Kelp being the last one, emerges from his ritualistic patterns, and now you all have the time to do whatever you'd like.
Just a question, but I thought that the Addy was tending to us with his healing ability or something. Doesn't that give us something additional back? I don't
As am
remember.
I. The Kahulin has granted us another beautiful day and blessed us with victory in our battle yesterday. I was talking out loud.
I thought Kalun was the god of the sea, not the god of the weather or the sky or whatever.
The weather, what?
Isn't it like
I thought Kalun was the god of the ocean, not the sky.
I saw that.
No.
one
He's
extra
a hero
No.
I don't remember.
who
Something like that. I
defends
might be wrong.
the
Oh.
innocent and helps the weak.
Sorry, forget about it.
Yeah, he's not the sky or the sea. How's your arm? You need help with that?
Oh, I guess I would. I mean, it's
Can Morton?
Oh, you need to make.
Take care of
Okay,
it,
so
or-
now it's a new day,
Yes, it is.
and let me read you. Okay, because I'm sure there's nothing anyone's memorized, but. So, Rock, did you have a critical wound or a serious wound on your lower gun?
I think you got like 2.
I don't. I had two.
You don't remember that
I
it
don't-
was serious or critical?
One was
No.
he was cured by his potion.
Right, that's right.
Muggleb gave him a
I
potion
still have
that
the
cured
boring
something.
injury, though.
Okay, yeah, it was mine. Okay, so.
Whatever it was, it got him really slow.
Okay, so the first thing you get to do is make a Constitution check on a 30, both Pikel and Rock.
Does the cat also have to do that?
It's made it.
great.
Okay, so those injuries are now gone.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Now
I
I
can
can
walk normally.
Awesome. So you guys both feel better. That's good. Now let us see about our wounds, and I begin using my healing proficiency to help everyone dress the wounds that they may have incurred, and if I must, I will tear the sleeves off my shirt to create bandages and begin administering healing treatments to my friends.
How you have
I don't think
leather?
it was
Why
bad.
couldn't
You
you
feel
use
the,
better.
um,
It's a leather instead of
Put
tear.
10
I don't
bands
have
around
that.
punch.
Yeah.
It's all on the card.
How far away is that?
Okay,
Downhill.
so
Oh, wow, 96% already.
so at those of you that I said you get back 1 point, you get 3, not just 1. And there is no if Addie was to do something after you or vice versa, only 1 attempt can be made
Right.
by a day, no matter who does it.
So it's not a cumulative
Correct.
deal. Okay.
Your own personal jam is cumulative, but not double dip.
Very good. Very good.
And that was 3 because you have herbalism, which means you're like, here, smell this herb that I crush, or here, let me jam this into
Wipe
this
this in and
particular
wrap it up.
thing. Yeah, or like you can you can have a proper mixture that can almost like heat up, and you place it on something for like a spray.
It's
Very
all just aloe.
You know how to do that.
Yeah. So I'm a healer. And
It is all just feces.
that does heat.
That's back in Goblin Land. That's where they use feces for everything. Honey, I got an upset stomach. Hold on, dear. Oh, thank you.
No.
Oh, my stomach feels much better now. And your breath smells shitty too. I'm getting turned on. Let's go to the turd bed and make some bobbling babies.
The turd bed.
Yes.
You go to sleep, Junior. Let me just tuck you in.
Yeah. Thanks, Annie. I appreciate the slick side.
Yeah.
Mugla, you've got that map. How far away are we from that town we left the car with? Mugla, I don't know what sort of weird goblin ritual you're doing over there.
Oh, I'm just like nothing.
Look at your map.
He's remembering when he was just a baby goblin, and his mother loved him so much that she would beat him constantly and crap on him.
How far are we from the town that we left the card at?
I'll check them out. How far does it look? How far away are we really?
What are you, a puppet master?
Air slap.
How far away are we from the card on the map?
How far away are you? Well, you're pretty far. You're all the way across the lake, so many miles.
Well, it's gonna be a while.
Days?
Well,
Hours?
Many miles.
So they're small ones?
You should. The characters
let me
should
listen.
remember or have an idea of how many days it took to travel the first time to get around the
How long
lake.
was
That was
So-
teleportation.
No, the first time where you just went on foot. When you left,
Well, how long did it take?
if you didn't write it down, then there's nothing I can do for you.
Well, it's gonna take a couple
Unless
days.
you'd like to make a.
I'll roll. And then reach it. I'm on
Yeah,
level
a
is this
30.
level?
No, a 30.
Wait. Oh yeah, just did it.
Okay, versus your intelligence.
I should have rolled that first. That was not a proper roll. And I didn't make it. Could have gone with that other one.
Okay.
Well, let's head out.
It's gonna be several
Wait a
days.
minute.
Let's just say that.
Well, friends, I need to go as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we're coming.
I'll go
We
with
need to
you.
go get some supplies. And
It's not like a walk.
all our supplies are back there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm
we're-
half naked. You're half naked. You ain't got no weapons.
He's got
We
clothes
don't
on.
have no
Yeah, you
food.
got clothes on now.
We might want to get our provisions and resupply ourselves first.
I don't need any more supplies.
Well, we need
Yeah.
food.
I feel like I'm good to go.
Do we have enough food?
Do you have any? What are you eating? I don't know if you have enough food.
Well, I mean, we've just been eating what these army men over here have.
I
Where did
do not have any food with me.
We left
I've
all
got a
our-
week of dry rations.
All right, I think I also have some for me, but Rock over here will probably eat those at a meal.
My Cahulan can bless me with
Water.
water and food to sustain us.
Oh really? Oh, that'll be. Well, I guess
So,
we can go.
Let me get some damn chainmail.
Well, just be quick because otherwise I'm running. I'm gonna make haste and I'm going there, whether you guys can keep up with me or not.
Keep up.
Right.
Huh? Yes. Good up. All right, I'm gonna go up in Rock's backpack. I don't think I would.
Where are you
be able to
planning
keep
on
up with
finding
him without
chainmail?
splitting all of it.
Or what? We're walking distance to Ravens Bluff. So
You're within walking distance of where you lived.
yeah, I can go home.
Your
and get
clan's
some-
home is in this town.
Yeah, I can go back to my clan and get some chainmail.
Protection.
Perhaps some transportation and provision.
Has Pareko returned? Do we see him anywhere?
You guys, as far as I know, I set the scene where you guys were just talking, and then that's the
Okay.
only place that you are.
We can find them. Also,
So-
we would love to go.
You guys haven't,
Right.
yeah.
Let's go.
I will search
I'm ready.
for
I
the
see-
red brand.
Hold
Load
on.
up my backpack. We're ready to run. Nice.
So,
My junk's
My clan's not far away. I can get transportation, provisions, weapons and armor,
Transportation. What do you mean?
another cart, some horses.
How am I gonna ride it at? Let's just run.
We'll
Or-
wait for you at the village.
I find the
In the
fire.
village that we're headed to.
Yeah.
Is it smart to be splitting up?
I don't know, but I want to get back to that corpse before anything happens. to
I
it.
start running to the village.
I'll catch up with you.
Oh wait. What
Yeah,
are we gonna
we're-
do? Do you want to like put the undying one's head in anything?
It's in my backpack.
We already
Yeah,
lost
he
it.
Hey,
who are you talking to?
An A.
Hey, Mugla.
What?
So, if just wonder, that ring was on me. Would those straps bother me?
Probably not. And it fit on you before, though.
Were you aware
I don't
that
remember
Rock's
that.
running off?
Yeah. Yeah, I just tried. I mean, like, and then as soon as I see Kate,
If you have to go home,
man.
meet us at the village. We'll meet you there.
Yeah, as soon as I see that,
And I
I'm not a
begin to
earshot,
follow.
I'm like, ah, petulous.
Okay, so you guys run off.
I look for the firebrand.
Okay, you're gonna go look around. He's not right where you are. You'll have to go look for him.
I ask the nearest guard or whoever if they know where the firebrand is.
Roll 30.
Okay. 10.
It's like, no, I haven't seen him this morning, but I'm sure he's around somewhere.
Take great strides, Brother Rock.
I'll
Yeah,
look
my
for
junkie
him
and stuff.
for just a little bit
But I
longer.
can
I'll
keep up.
take like a minute and search around.
Slow down and
Roll a
No,
perception with
I'll
advantage, which
pass
is
you
level.
up if I try.
That is a fail.
Low wrench.
Is a 2.
So you find him.
I go to him.
Wait,
I
I'm
ask
not
him,
hitting you if you're still telling.
Firebrand, was it? Have you seen the wizard Pareko at all today?
No, I have not.
Okay.
But I have not seen the dragon either.
If you happen to see Pareko, tell him that myself and my allies will be waiting in the village where he first found us. And I run off after those 2. Those 3.
Back in the village again. Iron Maiden. You guys don't know.
Okay, so that leaves you. And where do you go?
I'm gonna go back to my clan.
Okay. All right, so you leave the area and you take the paths for a short distance before you reach the walls of the city, and you walk on in. You are asked questions about who you are and what your business is here. And what do you say?
New today? You just climb out of the rock?
The DM is asking, do you think everyone knows who you are?
Well, I am one of the priests.
You're a dwarven priest in
I
a
would-
city dominated
And,
in an elven kingdom. You're not
Not
as
weird.
important as you think you are.
okay, we would be our own contained little thing. I would have married or attended some ceremony of, or been a part of some ceremony of most people.
Do you have that in your backstory?
Just part of it. I mean,
I'm just a
No.
homeless
Okay.
guy.
Otherwise, you could
Okay.
write, well, at some point I traveled and gathered the sword of Cass and slayed 6 dragons. You don't get to just say whatever. If it's written down, then it becomes part of your actual character.
okay, I'm
I
Okay.
somehow I gained invulnerability
Okay.
to all damage.
All
It's in my backstory.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no.
hey,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down and then
All
say
right.
it. At the right order.
All right.
I
Michael
won.
Hammerhand.
I won. I won.
And of the
I'm
clan
a
Hammerhand,
cowboy. And I have infinite
And,
power.
Okay.
20.
do you have any distinguishing marks on you, on like what you're wearing? Or you lost your
it
stuff.
It would probably
So he's like, you look like you could be almost anybody, but
Definitely dwarven. Michael.
and you don't look like you're carrying any weapons. Do you have any weapons?
I have a battle axe and crossbow on me.
He says, be careful. They allow you to pass.
Be careful. Something going on here that I don't know about.
He says, yeah, there was just a huge fight down at the river.
I know
Who
I was
knows
in
what
that
else?
fight.
That makes a lot of sense. You look at it. Move along.
All right. Well, I'll head to my home
Okay.
cave, whatever area. Seek my brother glowing.
You are
Tiny backpack.
Oh, is that what Muggo said?
Yeah.
you you go to Crab Street,
I didn't get that at all.
and there you find your
I like shit like that.
family home.
just sitting right here.
It's
And
for
what do
your
you do?
ears.
Go seek my brother glowing.
Okay. And he is down at the temple and down at the forge. And he says, "Brother," and he gives you a
Oh,
hug.
and you green bearded
And he
bastard.
says, "What the hell happened to you?"
Oh, you know, dragons, giants, beetles, evil wizards, you name it.
Well, what are you finished? Is it over?
Nope. I've got to get on back, and I need to hurry. I need some new armor, as you can tell. A spear
I don't see
and
you.
a quick
I don't see me.
horse and cart,
I know I was at that party.
He says,
and provisions.
It's filthy.
"Since when do you ride a horse?"
I'm not riding the horse. I'm riding the cart.
I see. Roll a 30.
No, get out. I don't like 30s. 14.
And,
Okay, he says, "Well, we have spears for sale. Of course, you can have one of those.
how old is it?
And we do have some chainmail." He says, "I don't suppose you've got anything to contribute to this business venture that we run, do you?"
Well, I'm working on obtaining a whole new excavation, ancient excavation. I don't know if I know whose mine it was, way back in 100 million in the time ago, but I'm working on gaining a whole new mine for us. I've helped save the king twice, or the kingdom twice. I think I can pull us a whole new mine.
Well, that's an impressive goal. He says, I will check and see if a horse and cart are available." Roll 30.
I don't
14.
Yeah, there's no date on it.
He says, we have a cart and we can purchase you a donkey,
I
but
can't make head and tails of
we don't normally keep horses.
21,
We have no need for
41,
such a tall
it. My
beast.
birthday in 2009.
14.
Whatever, we need. I need to get moving real quick.
And as you well know, mules are more accommodated to travel in this hilly terrain.
I just need to move fast. Faster than my legs would carry me.
Nobody has cell phone now.
All right, so
They're the wax
he
cups.
says,
Nobody has cell phone.
Yeah, that's a good
so
thing.
wagon and cart, and we'll hopefully it will allow you to gain a leg up on whatever it is you're trying to do.
No.
What town am I
Which
trying to
leads-
get to?
His mom.
Was it called Mifflin or-
No.
What?
What?
No, I don't know what to tell you. Who you asking?
Easy.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Like coffee.
You can make an intelligence roll on a 30 if you're trying to remember. That's the kind of thing you should write down.
I thought maybe
What'd
that
you roll?
was
24.
No? Okay.
Anyway, I'm trying to catch up with humans.
That's not 80s.
I didn't know.
Whatever. She had big hair.
2000.
She had big hair.
Yeah, I know. I've seen those pictures.
I'll write this long
She
story
had-
down
she had
for you, but I need
huge
to
hair.
make haste.
All right, so it takes a while to gather the things that you want, and by that time it's past noon.
This looks the same for long.
But
Alright, so I gotta do a chainmail.
You are, you are given a chainmail shirt
Shirt.
and a spear and a donkey and a cart.
Alright, so.
You might want to write that stuff down.
Well,
So it's just the coffin we're going to
chainmails are around there, that's why.
Also,
Well,
yeah,
you have a cart and
Oh,
all,
that's everything
all
up
my
there.
hides.
And my donkey.
He throws the giant provisions.
And also the
Well,
indefatigable.
If you want to.
yeah.
And also the dogs.
Yeah, all that
And-
is with,
I like the Deagle one.
Yeah.
Good conversation.
he is funny.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait a minute. What did Rock say?
So let's
Conversation.
Yeah.
at the speed.
Talking about.
He's a good conversation.
Alright. And I'll toss him a couple more bolts
Yeah.
Sound like a knock on the window.
You'll toss your brother a couple what?
on my bolts.
Okay.
Check these out.
Also, gotta go pick
They're
up
made out of-
That's the one.
Yeah, he's
That's
there
the,
too.
that's the last thing I
Radios.
remember.
He says, wow, these are extremely sharp. How did you find time to make these?
Oh, it's in a wizard's keep in a different dimension.
Wizard. What are you doing hanging out with a wizard?
Oh, it's been a long story. I've hung out with worse.
He says, name one thing you've hung out that's worse than a wizard.
A goblin.
Why would-
Ogre.
Why are you hanging out with these things that are traditionally foes of our people?
Uh-oh.
Morgan's just thrown everything at me lately.
He says,
Believe it or not, they're actually.
I'm glad you told me this because you know our clan leader would not be in favor of these kind of things. I will keep it quiet, but don't come back asking for anything more free if you're going to associate with those people.
Well, Morgan allowed
Either
me to.
you're a craft priest that makes things or you're an adventuring priest that doesn't make things. And you'll need to decide.
Well, you see, I make money, but I gotta get out of here.
Then be safe, travel well, and may Morden watch over you.
All right.
And you leave, and
Yeah.
where do you go?
I tell that to back to the whence we came. They're passed back to whatever the name of the town is.
Raven's Bluff.
No, wherever we were going, wherever they guys were running at, or actually back to wherever they were, back to the encampment.
Okay. So you take the cart down the cobblestone and down to where they
That's right.
were, and
Speaking
it's
of
pretty
myself.
much empty. Nobody there that you recognize.
So did. All right. I guess let's just hit the road, catch up.
And which way do you go around the lake? Do you go east or west? East is towards the White Plume Mountain, and west is west, and eventually you'll have to
I don't know.
see which way where it goes because you haven't been west yet.
Whatever direction they ran.
Tell me how you know which way they went.
He watched us run
I
off.
watched him run off.
Well, you didn't say which way you went. Which way did you go?
We went south around the lake, back to the Delta Village.
So you're gonna go the long way, I guess, or you're gonna go this way.
That's. I thought we were.
According to the map that Mugweb had,
Don't you have your laser?
here's Ravens Bluff. Okay, going west would be White Plume Mountain. So the question is, did you go this way and cross the river, and cross again, and go through the Goblin territory? Did you go this way towards Jimby, all the way around to here?
Can I ask you a question? Isn't that north side that last route you just pointed to, isn't that where the beetles were supposedly up there knocking all the trees over? We seen across the lake or something? Or across the river, heading that direction?
You're looking at Mugweb's map. Here's the village right here, and you saw them across over here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was somewhere else.
Knowing that information, then we would have headed east around the northern edge of the
The
lake.
way you went originally,
Yes.
with when you first left on the adventure
Yes.
with Connect.
Correct.
Okay.
But we will bypass White Plume Mountain.
I'm going wherever he says because I didn't come up here with him originally. But is that the way we left?
Yeah.
It's like-
Once you were in the mountain is where you joined up with us.
Right, but I
As
didn't
we
go up
left,
there with
yeah.
you. But when we left, this is the same route we left on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was mistaken when I thought we were on that side of it.
To be honest with you, Rock was just
Oh,
going
man,
in
we
that
left all
direction.
our
You said that
friends.
direction. So
I go back the way we originally came, which is my idea. I just didn't know
you
which way.
took them and go, oh, look, we're here.
Well, I
Well,
guess
there was
we
West
left
Greece.
all our tents though with that other
Okay.
chart too. So I guess we're sleeping on the ground.
So, wait,
Who's
what?
sleeping?
At what
Oh, right.
pace
Oh,
are
I'm
you guys?
sleeping up here, I
At what
guess.
pace? At what pace are you guys traveling?
Oh, got another branch.
We were running.
Yeah, full movement.
Does anyone have endurance?
I'm just.
I do not.
I do. I have endurance because I'm
Then
not
do you
moving.
continue on past them, or do you stay with them?
When they tire out, I stop and I say, "Should I wait for you guys, or if not, if you don't want me to stay here, I'm gonna keep going."
I had intended on not stopping, but does that mean I can't because I don't have endurance? I can't do that.
Well, no one can run forever. People with endurance can run longer than people without.
Okay. I'm gonna run as long as I can physically take it.
Okay.
I'm going.
I will read you.
I'm going to attempt to keep up with him.
I will read you about overland movement.
I will go at a pace that does not put me way ahead of these guys.
He speaks of epic music now. Kel's final sprint is happening.
You take my life, but I'll take yours too.
Mm-hmm.
You fire your musket, but I'll run you through. But when you're waiting for the next attack, I'm better stand up for 20 days. Sing it, sister.
Golly, you know yours. Is that your own face?
I don't have an O face. I'm so old. I got a Z face. Like that. It's like
Look at your face.
unknown woman. Where am I going here? There we go. Who knows?
Where am I going?
You're such a crump stinker.
Where are we going? Says,
Where are we going?
I don't know. We're going back to.
I don't even know the name of the town.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, me neither. I just know the way there.
I checked the map. That doesn't at all say.
Okay, a normal day's marching lasts for 10 hours, including reasonable stops for rest and meals. Under normal conditions, a character can walk twice his movement rate in miles in those 10 hours. Thus, an unencumbered man can walk 24 miles across clear terrain. Characters can also force march, intentionally hurrying along at the risk of exhaustion. Force marching enables a character to travel 2.5 times his movement rate in a day, thus a normal man can force march 30 miles. At the end of each day of the march, a character or creature must roll a constitution check. Creature, okay. Constitution, blah, blah, blah. A -1 penalty is applied to the check for each consecutive day spent force marching. If the check is passed, it can be done the next day. If it fails, then you can't. Recovery requires half a day per day of forced marching. Even if the Constitution check failed, the character can continue overland movement at your normal rate.
So, what's your movement, Ron?
How would I answer that? I mean,
What's your movement, Sean? What is Rock's movement?
oh. 12.
So we could move 24 miles with him, if I'm going at a pace that he can keep up.
You
with.
have a +1 to hit on your strength.
Yes.
So that adds 1 to your movement. And then you have
You said +1 to hit. You mean attack adjustment?
Yeah.
So I get +3? Oh, I do, because it says right here +3.
Let's see. Green.
So that's already figured in.
it depends on what sheet you have. You have the combat and tactics version.
I think so.
How do you know
Let
what
me see.
version it is?
The one you printed from the core rules.
What about me?
My movement is 15.
Yeah, so yours is figured out already.
Okay.
What about mine?
Yes, so yours with whatever it shows for your movement, it would be on.
So 12 is with my +3 then. So I would
there.
normally move 9.
It's mine.
I don't know. I just trying to understand.
I would assume mine is because mine's 13. So with
Wait a minute.
+1.
Yeah.
My movement doesn't matter.
You at some point, I don't know why, we had talked about this before, because I had marked out the 12 and put a 15 under movement, unencumbered, which would be plus, and I wrote +3 below it. So maybe, I don't know, either it is or it isn't.
That makes sense.
Well, I don't know if the sheet's correct though, or if I wrote down, because somebody told me that's what I need to do, so that's why I changed it. I don't remember why or anything else. But I'll erase it if it's only supposed to be 12 maximum.
I like how we're contemplating the math of running. Only D&D can do that.
Well, I mean, if these guys can keep up, I will move the full 30 miles.
I'm willing to roll a d20 and see if I can keep going.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
What's worse gonna happen? I don't keep going.
I've got.
If that's the case, we'll just have to rest for half a day and give Michael a chance to catch up.
Walking mule. Oh yeah. I think this-
Yes, Rock, your movement is at 9, and then if it adds 3.
So the 12 is correct.
A mule
All
is
right, so I'm gonna
still
erase
faster
where I
than
had
the-
changed it to 15.
A mule pulling a cart is still faster than the horse.
Yeah, that's true. With his little legs.
All right, is there any other questions then? Or you guys?
We are going to attempt
Let's go
to
as fast as we can.
go through the night and
We're gonna
continue
tempt
moving.
fate and roll a dice.
I'll just chill up here. I'll be fine.
And with my endurance, I'll just
I'll
keep
keep
going.
watch. You're fine until
Get there as fast as I can.
till
Might as
Rock
well.
Make sure
fumbles
everything's
and
okay, and then
falls
give
down.
you
Does the roll at full speed.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan, Anae. I think I can keep going, Rock.
You know the
You
flat,
ready?
You know the flat part of my tire is when I land on him.
One drawback of forced marching is that each day of forced marching results in a -1 penalty to all attack rolls. This modifier is cumulative.
Okay.
That's fine.
For how
Characters who
long?
have managed to force march for 8 straight
Until you
days
rest.
suffer a -8 penalty to their attack rolls. It
Dang.
takes 4 days of rest to return to no attack penalty.
Even at the -1.
I don't what.
If
You
you
said-
just do it one day and you get a -1, it still takes 4 days to
Half a day.
recover.
Takes half a day.
Takes half a day to recover, but you don't recover all at once if you're more than one.
So if you force marched for
2 days.
2 days, then for the
Well,
next
somebody's gonna
one
fail the
day,
dice roll, so I'm gonna go that far anyway. I'm sure.
Yeah, but we're gonna try. We're going to attempt
Try it for a
to
little bit.
run through the pain and keep going.
And then when it gets too tough, we'll switch.
yeah.
Ah!
So the first thing before we get to that
No, that's like I purposely left
is
him up.
an A. You need to roll a D12.
Oh,
Now I'll be moving one.
Good job, the hat.
8.
Okay. So far, you've traveled the half.
24.
Well, it's been half a day, so you move,
The 12
12.
miles because we're kind of going in
and
his
then
pace.
you're going to try to run at night as well.
Yeah.
So everyone can see in the dark.
He's my eyes.
Not him.
I cannot.
We'll just give him the
I hand in my headband with the light stone.
I undo my belt buckle.
No.
I'm proud of us.
So that we can
I have a car
continue.
headlight
So,
on my belt.
Have you ever run at night with a flashlight?
Yes.
It's hard.
Is that something that completely negates the darkness?
Can I ask you a question?
Well, I mean,
What should the appropriate penalty be for running in the darkness with a flashlight?
I don't know.
Can I
Okay,
add-
well then I'm going to
Wait,
say.
can I add something to that? Are we on a road or running in the woods? Because that's a huge difference too. In the woods, there'd be all kinds of problems running with a flashlight.
Yeah, going through bushes or whatnot.
Well, sticks hit. You can't see the ground because
Let's
it's
put it
uneven.
this way: you can get across the river, and then you're going to be in the.
If it's a
Goblin
road, we might hit a
Kingdom.
deer.
So there's no roads in the Goblin Kingdom. So it's all.
Like staying within eye
Forested
shot
and-
of the bank of the.
If you want to travel there, you can.
I thought we were going around with that.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Yeah.
Too. You said south would have been through the Goblin territory.
Yeah.
Here's where you are.
Yes.
If you go this way, this is Goblin Kingdom here.
Okay.
Also, the river separates the bad guys from the good guys.
I see. So we went the other way though. is
So
the
you
way
want to go
went.
this way.
That's what we said. Yes.
Okay.
That's what
All
I thought
right.
we were doing.
So when you
Oh,
go on
not
this way,
down.
there's a road.
Awesome.
So that means we
Because that's the original way that we.
But if you're still going to try to run at night, there's a chance that.
Let me ask you this: Do
Because
we
I
have
just
to
don't think
run?
anybody can run at night without no penalty.
Do we have to run, or can we just move
Well, yeah,
quicker at night?
Unless you have infravision, in which case you can run at night with me.
I can run.
What is the regular penalty for running in darkness? Like without any light, just dark.
I will tell you.
Or infravision.
Because I figured
Pretty serious when you run into that first tree because you can't see it. Oh, there is another factor. Is the moon out? Moon is pretty damn bright sometimes. You can drive without headlights.
I figure like whatever it is in complete darkness, having just a flashlight would maybe like half of that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't we
mean, if
just
you got
walk into
some
the-
light source, it's going to help. But you know, as you're moving, the light source
Okay.
moves with you.
Okay.
72 of them
In
too,
darkness-
because
See, all of a sudden,
Okay, in darkness, your move rate is reduced by a third. Faster movement is possible, but with a chance for fucking up.
Let's just go the third before I.
So
before
what is
rock
it with
trips and hits
multiple
me.
light sources?
See,
Well,
deer's
what-
about to come out and get trapped in
I
rock's
can't
headlights.
say. Only thing I can tell you is that you can try whatever you want to try. Then once I make a decision on what the modifiers and whatever it is, you will roll, and then I will narrate the action.
Correct.
Once you make the decision, then there's no turning back.
And so
I
instead
agree
of
with that.
the maximum pace, we could walk at night instead of trying to run and
Absolutely.
make extra time. So
Let's
to be a little more safe, let's walk at night. All right.
May I just say one thing? Just to add to the fact that we have multiple light sources, that they do help to eliminate shadows because they're cross lighting, where a shadow might come from one light, the other one eliminates that shadow. I'm just saying, multiple light sources do help. See,
And perhaps
If that's
moonlight
the
will
way
help.
you want to face your head at all times, and you want to face,
one don't goes one direction I'm walking.
So-
I try to figure out.
all I know is the
Or-
light sources obviously then ruin the information.
Let's just walk.
Yeah,
But
well,
you said they didn't.
no, they do.
You said infravision, like you said, it's extremely hot, like lava or a fire would ruin it, but magical light would not. Because you said you were going back to the way infravision really was,
They're not looking at the light
where you
source.
could see like in shades
I
of
don't know if that
gray
matters.
at night. Recently, you said that you had changed your stance on how infravision works.
I don't even know what the original thing. We just see it.
So I just want to be sure because this is magical light. It's not a hot source of fire.
There are two definitions of infravision that can be used. The first is simple but lacks detail. It is, however, a perfectly adequate definition for those who don't want to bother. Second optional definition adds another level of detail. The easiest definition of infravision is that it allows characters to see in the dark. Nothing more said about how this works, it simply works. Characters do not see into the infrared spectrum or see heat or anything else. They just see in the dark as clearly as they do in normal light. However,
That's how you
since it is
live.
a somewhat magical power, the range is not that of normal vision. Infravision ability extends only 60 feet.
Okay. That sounds like what you
This
had said.
definition, optional, is more scientific and accurate to what we know of physical properties. To its advantage, this definition makes infravision very different from normal sight with its own strengths and weaknesses. This special set, the best comparison is the thermal imaging equipment used by armed forces in many different nations. Within this range, characters can see the degrees of heat radiated by an object as a glowing blob translated into colors like a thermogram.
Now, that is how I remember you doing it before, and then you recently said that it works more like that first description that you just read.
This definition is used. There are several things that must be considered. First, large heat sources will temporarily blind characters with infravision, just as looking at a bright light blinds those with normal vision. Thus, those attempting to use infravision must make the effort to avoid looking directly at fires or torches, either their own or the enemy's. The light from magical items does not radiate significant heat. Second, the DM must be ready to state how hot various things are.
So I don't care either way. I was happy when you said that it was not like the heat vision we had been using, and you said it's more of a shades of gray
Okay,
and a limited distance.
I'm good with that.
All right, cool. I'm
So
good with that.
we'll see in the dark.
So let's
Did
just.
you see the visible ranges, if that matters to you, on the table 62, page 155? It tells like nighttime, no moon, full moon, all that, how far you can actually see.
What book are you looking at? 'Cause
The
no, I didn't
players-
look at that.
The player's guide. I don't know, it may help because it talks about night, mist, rain. It
Sounds
gives
like
you
what
it gives you all kinds of details as to your sight distances.
sounds like
visibility
what we might
ranges.
need. I'm ready to roll whenever you are.
Like night, no
Yeah,
moon,
okay, I got it. Very good.
50 feet. At night with no moon, with no light.
Oh wow.
All right, so I will look up and see where the moon is at this time.
With the moon.
Well, let's see where it is.
Twilight.
Should look behind you out of the backpack.
It's full tonight. Yes, it has been every night, except for that one
And
day.
it is made of cheese.
It's made of chocolate.
Uh,
And I think your lights are 60 feet.
It's made of cheese with a chocolate filling.
Yeah, it's funny. The light spell's only 20. But the continual lights are 60.
See, with rock, it's gonna be like a deer gets
A
in the
torch
way
is
and
only
just runs
15
it over.
I always thought a torch was
Cotton's
the
headlights.
torch only 15 feet from us.
I thought it was like 10 and then 20 out, dim light beyond 10.
I'm bored of this.
Okay, according to this, the moon is a
Mass of inconvenient gas.
waning, waning.
So it's waning. It's on its way down.
A waning new moon.
Oh, almost dark then.
No, it's an eclipse.
Yeah, so right at this time, that means in a couple days, there will be no moonlight.
That plumber's crack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so there you go.
Okay, so we are continuing into the night and whatever rolls we need to make.
I turn on the headlamp, however that
The
happens.
stone fits into a pocket and secures with you, like tie the string. And
From what I can
base.
gather, Duncan Carr made it 40 from online.
No,
But
Hey,
that's what's going on for it.
Doesn't that look like a land shark? Based on the description. It just looks like it.
I see.
Bullet. Bullet.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that actually is. But
Especially what edition that's all in.
just the pictures. Like,
Man, I can't wait till
Land
D&D characters invent guns.
Yeah, really.
shark. They exist on someone else. A blunderbuss, but
Just all of a sudden, the King's men just have rifles. Take this, dragon!
I would take your skills and about it.
My God, if just the army got like an anti-aircraft just to try and shoot down the dragon.
That's what they use the
Get the
bow, the big like the big bow.
A mule's movement rate is 12.
No, the big.
That's tough. Why couldn't fly?
Correct.
Oh, and listen,
Well, let's try that.
The dragon
So
wants
you
to
will-
take evasive maneuvers from the
You will
missile.
move further if you
Yes.
ride on the cart
Yeah.
than you would be if you would have walked.
As far as catch-up time, I was only 4 hours behind.
Okay. So, all of you that don't
So
have
we're
endurance,
We're slowing down on the walk at night.
Yep.
As long as we make our roll.
Eventually, I'll just
Yeah.
sleep in the backpack.
Yeah, I don't care if he's sleeping. Not like he can do anything else in this journey.
and are you stopping occasionally to eat?
I'm eating on the backpack.
No?
I don't intend to eat
I'll just hand down rock food.
or
Here,
sleep
take this.
until I get there.
I'll just be like,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's just my intention.
I'll just be
I
like, here, Rock.
accept.
Hey, Rock, take this.
What do you have?
I don't know. We could drive it.
I don't know, but I ate it.
No.
Take this. It's a chocolate bar.
Don't want that in the backpack.
Ogre's allergic to chocolate. Gives him bad gas. I hope Pipe will find us. What's that?
It smells like chocolate. It smells like rot gas. We're gonna smoke out the enemy. Get the rot gas.
Oh,
Get your rock ass
look at you,
outta
pissed
here.
at you and shit on you. I thought about doing that. Done that before.
No, that's not very nice.
Done that before.
Okay, Rock put a turd in his backpack.
I was like, almost started overeating my shit at that point. Give me shit that goes.
Okay, so
Nighttime. Mudslide.
The rock is causing a mudslide. The rocks are falling. Rock fall. No.
all right, the good thing though is you're traveling on a road, so you do get to move a little further than you would if you weren't.
See, rock.
Cool.
That's good.
No low branches.
Okay. So
I had ducks in the backpack. What? Hey, where'd my mug go?
Help.
There's nothing left in my backpack but a bag of gold. Oh, all right. I'll take it.
Oh, right. Hey, look, a hat. Look, a magic hat.
All right, so go ahead and make your Constitution check then. All right.
I don't have to.
Check what you want.
Yep. Hello.
Oh, I made it.
I made it as well.
I did not.
Oh, the man with the mission.
My two.
The man with the mission.
You
Yeah.
feeling rough there? Need some help? Here. I'll carry you.
Sit on my shoulder.
Okay, so you traveled.
Where are we on the map now?
Traveled the rest of the day. And
I'm the
then
navigator.
if you're not stopping,
Yeah, he's got the map.
I'm going to attempt to carry him if he can't go any further, since I can continue to go.
Just put him up on your shoulder.
Yeah, what does the fail mean? I missed it by 2.
if the check fails, no more forced marching attempts can be made until the character has completely recovered from the ordeal. Recovery requires half a day.
Okay.
Would that work if it was half a night?
Even if the Constitution check fails, the character can continue overland movement at your normal rate.
Okay. So we were walking during the night. So is what that means?
So basically now, since if you're going to continue to, I have rules on forced attempting to stay awake, and I will read you what those are.
Except for me, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm fine.
Because you
It's
got
just
up in
people
the
going
morning
that
and
way
now
for
you've been
a couple
awake
hours.
all day.
Right.
So,
Wait, could you just command Rock to not die if he's like bleeding out?
I don't think it works that way.
You never know.
That'd be a tough one.
Stop bleeding.
Rock, put the blood back in you.
Yeah, he starts eating.
Licking his wounds.
Ogre saliva.
That's
Rock
anyway.
fly. Rock
That's
fly.
anyway.
okay, so a character can stay awake for one full day with no penalty. Every hour after, they must roll a Constitution check or be fatigued. Every span after that, they must roll a Constitution check or become exhausted. No character may stay awake longer than 2 days or 48 hours. Character is forced to stay awake
You
longer than
die.
that. You begin to lose hit points every hour. These numbers can be modified with the endurance, non-weapon proficiency, or the use of magic. Any character who is fatigued or worse and who is not active, sitting, laying down, resting, may fall asleep with a failed level check on a D30. This check is made every hour at the same time as the Constitution check. So,
Can I ask you a question?
there you go.
You say one full day, or you talking 24 hours?
Yep.
Let's just keep going until.
How long have we been going? Has it been
We're into the dark now.
so like a half day?
No.
I mean, a 24-hour period.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
I'll pick him up if need be, because I made my check.
It depends on if you want to move faster than he can move. He can move at a regular rate.
Right. That's all
So it depends if you want to
Or-
jog or
I
run.
mean, if he can't, well,
Continue.
if he couldn't continue, I
He
would
can continue,
Okay.
then we
but not at any kind of running.
Well,
Okay.
during the night we're staying at Rock's pace. We're just walking.
just walking to.
During
Okay.
the night we're fine.
So another day passes, and you haven't. Those of you that are
I do have a question. The next morning, do we have to stop and pray, or should I mean, is that
Well, no, because you didn't.
Rock will ask because Rock don't do stuff. But Rock in the morning comes up, we're still moving. We'll just let me do it. Hey, brother, come. Master, come.
Yes, Rob.
Didn't we pray? In time to pray.
Hula, grant us your wisdom and your blessings.
Oh, do it on the road. Oh, okay.
And I,
Starts doing it.
Rock closes his eyes while
I
he's
say
walking.
the prayers.
Starts to pray.
Hey, look out.
Do I notice that Rock's eyes are closed?
roll me a specific perception,
out a bird.
which is a level check at advantage.
Disadvantage.
With advantage.
Love price.
Because you're looking for something specific.
Fail. Fail.
All right. No.
If we become exhausted, Muglet, you'll have to stand guard.
Of course I will.
Huh?
Of course I will.
Since you're getting to rest.
Why do you want to turn the backpack? I'm not sure if you'll fit though.
Okay, so you continue to walk, and then about midday, it's been a full day, and now all of you must make a Constitution check, or you will be considered fatigued
Except for me.
for the combat tactics.
I made my check on the number.
I
and
would sleep in that backpack.
I succeeded by 15. We want low, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
I made it right on the number.
I succeeded by 15.
Me too.
Okay.
I succeeded by not doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
By
this is
single
tiring.
He's got a little
Oh,
hibachi up
hey,
there.
you
He's
know,
cooking.
Those of you that are
I'll just be
traveling
rolling
and
my
walking,
die.
you realize that you are tired and hungry, and that your strength is slowly fading, whether
I need food.
Here.
so.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than here.
Does anyone do
I'll
anything
hold
at
you
this
over.
time, or do you just keep walking?
Should
Or do you
we-
want to run
Should
again?
we stop and eat?
Let's stop.
Let's
and
stop.
Yeah. Maybe be on the left pipe.
We'll
Rest,
move further.
we rest for about an hour, and then
Is Pike level
Okay.
catching up?
food. Eat, and then
We don't know yet.
We have what?
Um,
And they roll me a d12.
How long do you think it'll take to get there?
12.
he said a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna take a couple days at least. At the
Then we
least.
should be closed.
At the most.
If you look at the map and you
Where are we now?
you realize that you have not come across the town of Jimby, so you're starting to get an idea of maybe how far you can go according to the map or what have you.
Well, we haven't gone
So-
across Jimby, which is like 1/3 or so of the way out there.
Yeah.
And once we get to the first river, that will probably be about the halfway point.
Okay. Good to know. Everybody, get your wine skins if you have water skins that are available, and allow me
It's a huge one.
with
No, it
the
isn't.
blessings of
Same size as
Cthulhu.
everybody else's.
Dang it. It's
I
a cow.
3 of them.
I have a couple because I'm big.
Yes, I have 3 wine skins to contain the water that I'm going to create, so that it has a place
Yeah.
to go. And I pray.
So next to one of the wine skins that I'm holding open is my mouth. And I'm like,
Let me see which.
Rain. I call upon rain. Oh, now all we have to do is wait.
Fill the soda's lungs with water.
Okay, meanwhile, you're doing that. Michael, you're just kind of going along with this donkey, and do you force march the donkey, or do you allow it to graze and rest when it's time?
No, I'll try to catch up with
Do you have animal handling? Okay, so-
Michael and the mule.
I guess I couldn't force it to do anything.
Huh?
I guess I couldn't force it to do anything anyway without any kind of animal handling. I just
I mean, you can certainly
Wait a
try.
minute. Where's Addie in all of this?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Uncle, he's just drilling around.
He's with Michael.
Okay, good. I'm like, wait a minute.
he's on the card.
Addie and the cat. Michael and the mule.
Because that'll solve the which way did they go. They went that way.
Abby's just riding his cat like usual.
So do you attempt to get the mule to keep going past its time?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Okay, roll a 30.
There we go, there we go. Addie rides his cat.
Well, okay.
Addie and the
And he's like, yeah, I don't really suggest you do that. All you're going to do is kill it. So,
Damn mules.
Oh, mighty Cthulhu.
luckily,
bless us
I
with
can
nourishment,
cast spells that will allow us to
For-
find
fresh bread,
so you just need to be patient.
mild cheeses, and dried meat.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be
catch up
surprised
with
if you
these
couldn't
pet
cast some
fast.
spells too that would help you find them.
Probably can.
But
I'm sure they're taking the roads. I just think it's a waste of spell on it.
okay, so you created food and water,
Yes, it creates 8 cubic feet
and are you guys
food?
So,
of food and water.
so you stop to do this,
Yes.
and then are you guys gonna just pack it away and keep going now,
Yeah,
or
We're
are you
going
gonna
to
stop
sit
and?
and rest and drink and eat
Okay,
and nourish
Yeah, I'm not
ourselves.
standing anymore. I'm on the.
I'm just
Okay.
on the backpack. Like,
so
this is my
tired,
home now.
hungry people
Is this my
fill their
home?
bellies. And what happens then?
Shall we continue?
We continue. There's more there, I think, than we can eat, but it will spoil after a day. So we can take the rest with us.
Yeah, don't overeat.
Yeah.
Don't eat,
All of
don't
us
overeat,
take,
overeat it.
a little bit. Yeah. And what it is bread, cheeses, and meats. I don't know. I don't think there's any fruit.
I'm lactose intolerant.
In the description, it says bread, cheese, and meat. So
I'm lactose
that's what we eat.
intolerant.
Okay.
The niggling feeling in the back of your head says, we only brought Addie with us.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Only we had some do with his cat to yell
This
at
guy
us.
was dead.
All right, so you
Finally
stop
got
for
rid of
a little
that guy.
bit, and then you keep going.
Couple hours rest and eating, and then off we go.
So you want to play dice? I have to pick up
So-
this guy from Caracas all the way back.
You call?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you call that wizard guy?
Breakup?
Yeah. No, you don't know what to contact.
Just try it. Like yell out his name and see if he hears it.
Breakup. Hello.
Say like you mean it. Draco.
Okay.
I hope that-
Everyone but an A, which is you two, and you're just riding, so you're not. You two make Constitution checks. On 20.
Endurance.
20.
So you fail.
I did.
Okay. So
I knew taking endurance would have been a good idea.
So
you,
you want to play dice?
barbarian.
you
I
are
call 6.
you are exhausted.
5. Dang it.
Ah, I must sleep.
Shouldn't have eaten so much
Well,
cheese.
I will read you what happens when you're exhausted. Then you can decide, make a decision on what you want to do. Okay.
Told you not to eat all of that cheese.
No, it's the
You ate
bread.
so much.
It's the bread that breaded cheese.
I told you shouldn't have eaten that pig. I knew.
What
Yeah,
about
you call me?
The whole pig by yourself.
I knew you shouldn't have ordered
I
that
called
second turkey.
dibs.
I knew you shouldn't have eaten that second turkey.
The entrails were meant to be removed.
Turkey definitely makes you sleep.
They were mine.
So anyway, I called one. Lost again.
Here, have some nice tripe.
Okay. Effects. Exhausted characters move and fight as if they were encumbered 2 categories more than normal. And are you encumbered at all right now?
No, it puts
Okay.
me at 7.
Moderate? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we ought to sleep for
So with your strength. Oh no, base move. Okay, there it is. Your base move is normally 15.
Yes.
Now it becomes 8.
Okay.
In addition, moderately encumbered characters suffer a -1 penalty with attack rolls. Okay.
You're really fast forward.
So now you're just kind of dragging.
Until I rest for half a day. Is that right?
Would that count for night too? Like if we rested for half a night, would that be? Or you
I
mean
would- I
half a
would
day? You
assume
mean
it's
24
anytime.
hours? Okay. Alright. So need me to lift you up? I can keep going for a while. I'm feeling okay.
Let me pick him up, Brock. Let's keep going.
And obviously,
Your call.
you knew this, but I'm just making sure it's what you're aware of it. You can't got to get a restful sleep to get into spells back. To my cast.
Okay. Carry me, Ron.
I'll keep you up. You know, you could just tie a rope around it. Like,
Okay, just try
I mean, I can't rest. I can't sleep that way. Being carried, I would imagine.
Well, you could.
It's
Yeah.
kinda
I would
crazy.
imagine you can't either.
You guys could go ahead and leave me here. I will get some rest and catch up.
No.
no,
We either stay or we go. I carry you. I pick him up like this, and I start walking.
So you're walking, or are you attempting to increase your overland movement rate?
Let's just walk.
Okay.
It's safer and that way,
Okay.
we're dying with this forced marching here. I guess.
Roll
Let's go further.
roll
At least
the
at least
roll
that's
the
what you
12.
guys look like.
Cobb, does that allow me to rest with them carrying me in that way?
Just walking.
Let's see.
All the way.
I'm gonna say
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
say you can try, and then there'll be a roll involved.
I will attempt to doze off.
Okay. So at disadvantage because the tickling ogre. This reminds me of my favorite inn, the tickling ogre.
You need something to suck on, little buddy. No.
Michael, you need to roll me a d12.
We were on that.
I see away from this damn thing.
It's right there.
6.
Okay, so you and Addie are just kind of traveling along. Not much going on.
You guys just sit in silence. Like,
The only thing that any of you have encountered are people that are traveling along the road, either usually going the other way
So,
or.
nice weapon we're having.
Oh, man, ogre.
And yes, unfortunately, I forgot about that.
With his
So,
master riding the pop.
I'm just a goblin over here.
He has a captive.
You guys want to hire a bull?
Can we,
Look at him.
can we please hire this boat?
He's carrying a madman.
the
All accompanied by that evil man with the glowing red blade. He's not charismatic at all.
at one point,
Can't let him move.
you all are stopped by a regiment of elven soldiers.
Hello.
And they say, we heard there was a problem. We see why everyone was so alarmed. And you probably should not be going in our kingdom without an escort.
You want to come with us?
Escort accepted.
We're going to have to because
Hope you
there,
keep up.
in some of the towns there was talk of an ogre carrying an unconscious elf and a goblin.
He's just tired.
We're heroes.
Master
Give me a
Blaster.
charisma check.
Oh, God. Why
Blaster.
somebody's
Because you're charismatic.
12. I succeeded by 3.
There's a -4 bump.
Oh, God.
Kill us.
Oh no!
He's just tired.
No boats.
We don't have any boats for your kind.
He's just tired.
He's taking. Yeah.
He bites a chicken's neck and just
He's sleepy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, goodness. You rolled a 12. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
Success by
Cal starts talking to sleep. Help me, I'm being kidnapped.
they
Tell him not to hurt me anymore.
What?
What do you say?
is love?
Don't hurt me. See, he's battling like a man for us.
No.
Yeah, dude.
right. They proceed to
gum.
they proceed to escort you all and roll another d12.
More elves come out. Ah,
11.
All right.
look out! They're mind controlling those elven gods.
Until you rake the town of Jimby, and then
Hey, Jim.
the elves go into the town first, and then they proceed to escort you through the town, and you continue on. Roll a Constitution check at disadvantage.
I got a 1. And
At
a 10.
disadvantage.
And a 10. Which makes it.
Okay. So, you are so exhausted that you do manage to kind of drift off, but it does not reset. It's not the kind of rest that will achieve
Okay.
what you're hoping, because you are riding on top of an ogre.
And you
So-
wake
And
up
he's also
and suddenly,
tickling you.
Even if the ogre tries to gently carry you like a baby, it just
Right.
doesn't work.
I understand.
you wake up and suddenly we're being
We're
escorted by
in
car.
Jimby's.
It's kind of like I always say that some people can sleep on a plane and some can't.
Or driving down the highway.
I cannot sleep. I mean,
But
I'm
a
just
couple more
scrolling you guys
days. A
down.
couple more days go by, and before you make it to Jimby, and when you get there, you are awakened and it's a town.
It seems like it would be a good place to get some rest.
Are you sure? Sure, we would be allowed in there.
Well, we can be as loud as we want.
Are you sure we are allowed to stay there? Okay, he's still delirious.
He's tired.
Yes, Susan.
Okay, so
He's charismatic.
do you guys
He's
do
a-
anything different
He's tired.
once you
What are we gonna do?
reach the town?
I say to one of the guards, I say, do you know if there's somewhere that we could
Oh,
stay?
and this will just be fun. Now you both get to roll a Constitution check. This time at -1. You're at normal chances.
I succeeded by 4.
Okay, and then
See about
roll
14.
roll again. This time at -2, and you're at -1.
I succeeded
by-
by
So when I say
Hey.
-2, that would be versus your Constitution,
Mid
not the
eight.
roll. Okay.
I succeeded by 3.
All right. Cool.
I'm very constant.
And now you need to roll Constitution checks 40 times because that's how many hours go by, or
Oh my!
you're too tired. So
I thought we were stopping at dinner. Well, I'm
it's 2
sorry.
days to get there.
Oh, okay.
So
40
just start making a
times?
Constitution check until
Success.
40
Success. Success.
Okay, so after 4 hours on the 17th, you are exhausted. Go ahead.
Failed.
Okay, you're exhausted.
So we start our move.
Yep, basically.
I think it's time to stop, guys.
Yeah.
Let's rest overnight.
We're gonna have to.
I'll just
So do
chill
you
out.
make a camp? You're not near the town. We went back a day.
So yes, let's make a camp. Can you do your little thing?
I think I can.
Hopefully you're waking
Please
up.
do.
Oh, Kahula. Through your wisdom and your strength, please allow your minions to create the campsite that will help us hide from our enemies and get a good night's
All right,
rest.
so good. You create the campsite as you've done before. Any of you that have seen this, you recognize it for what it is.
Meanwhile, what do the guards do?
Well, the guards haven't shown up yet.
Oh, be content to eat too then.
That was actually going to be later on
That
today,
doesn't
but
matter.
I forgot all about how tired you guys were. So,
Constitution.
okay.
So we would take the time out to eat now too, because that we went back before that, right?
Yeah, the rest will eat the
Yeah.
rest of that
Yeah.
food that I had created earlier.
And,
No, that was this was all before that. We went all the way
Is
back.
it?
He just said we went back a day.
just one day.
So we already
He
have.
made
we
the
went back
food.
24
he
hours.
made the food, and then you guys took off again.
Yeah. We
Oh,
read, we
so-
stopped and rested.
So this is after
We
the
ate part
first
of the
24
food.
hours move.
Yeah, and then we're heading out.
Okay.
So
I feel like we're losing more time with this forced marching thing than regular.
All
I
right.
think so.
Well,
You
Kel,
keep on resting.
Okay, so do you guys
Rest
take
more.
advantage of this to get sleep, or do you?
Kel, you
Yes.
Okay.
you rest.
I do. I'm watching everything.
Yeah.
You go to sleep after I eat. There you go.
Yeah.
Sleep.
As soon as my glove says go to sleep, I just.
I'll watch it all.
It makes a campsite out of the available
Yeah, we don't have
materials,
any
right?
stuff with us. It'll use like boughs
Okay.
of trees.
So
to
kind of
create
like
beds. And it says that they create something that will blend with the natural surroundings to be less detected.
okay, very good. So that's what you guys do, and the rest is had. And considering the forced marching that takes place,
And my glove takes watch all night.
I can sleep during the day. It's fine.
basically almost all of the next day is spent resting.
Okay.
I'm just watching.
We will relax. I pray and regain my
And
strength.
I've already rolled to see if there was anything going on, and there's not. So then at this point, since you guys, the 17th,
Are we within
There.
sight of the lake as we travel?
you can
down
be
this
wherever
road?
you want.
As we travel the road.
As you travel the road, yes.
Okay.
Where you make camp is off. I'm assuming you make it off the road. because
Yeah,
the
off the road to the lakeside. That way we can go down to the edge of the water, and I'm gonna bathe.
Okay.
You guys want me to build a fire?
Would they do that?
I don't think
It
we
would
need
probably
it,
ruin.
No, I mean,
the-
does your thing do that?
my thing.
Whatever you cast in, like,
I'm gonna have to read it again.
probably.
Okay, so the point that
No,
The DM is going to
and
make,
you always like everybody.
even though you may have already figured it out, is yes, the forced marching does get you further at first, but then to catch up,
It catches.
kind of negates it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
just
think-
be aware of that.
Okay.
We should definitely just
Because
keep
eventually
on.
the rolls will not allow you to just forever.
Right. That
Robotic
makes
monkey.
sense.
It don't seem like it's working.
Okay.
So yeah, from now on, let's just
You know,
So
like,
at that point, on the morning of the 18th, here you guys hear, and it doesn't really matter who's on watch because it's morning and everyone wakes up. You hear a familiar voice.
breakup.
No,
Dang
it's
it.
Addie. Hey guys,
Oh,
Oh,
Hello.
Patty. Hello. Good morning.
and you see that Pikel is driving a donkey and cart,
Hey,
and
Greetings.
Addie has his
Greetings.
cat who is not injured anymore, and Addie says,
We tried to make good time. We just couldn't keep
I'll
up
toss
the
you a
pace.
spear.
Oh no, thank you. I don't need it.
All right.
you're scared now.
So you guys estimate that you're probably a day or two outside of the next town on the map, which is called Gingy.
Isn't that where that wizard with the blonde hair said he lived?
And I'm going to get another cup of coffee because I want some.
I think that's where they make the whiskey.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll random for weather. 30 is a thunderstorm and
There's a bee
awful
trying to
and
get
blowing
in.
bullshit. 1 is so great that you want to run around it.
Yo.
And we've been known to do that.
18.
18. All right.
It's
It's cloudy but no rain. That is the weather today, and you feel a nice breeze for
Except
some
I'm
reason.
tired
Lovely.
because I kept watch all of it.
a lovely day to rest.
Muggleb, I want you to roll a Constitution check at disadvantage on 20s. You need a less than a. That's you make it once.
20.
Oh, you were this close. You were just getting ready to fall asleep in Rock's pouch when you went. You're like, ah! And you hit your head on the side of the little thing that's there.
Well, no, I'm just.
So you actually were very tired as well.
Well, I took watch all night, so I expected to be tired.
You took watch all night.
Yes.
Great. Roll me a Constitution check.
Well,
glad that-
this
you roll.
is not a make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, you realize today is you're going to be a tired day, and at some point you're going to be like, oh.
I just hope that
Unless you catch
the priest.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna take a couple.
And along the traveling,
person,
all
I
of you
forget what
gathered,
the priest of.
because you're under the care of this monkey, you have each gained 6 hit points back.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you're missing any, I don't know currently
I
what
am.
you stand.
You know, I'm gonna probably go
And now
take a
you're
nap
there
this day.
with them. You're back to normal because you and Addie
I was
have had
down.
spells. So your beard is starting to grow back a little bit. However, you never took the time to trim it, so it looks like shit. And Addie looks like pristine, like he's just like, "Hey guys, man, what a great trip!" It's like you're petting this cat, and this cat's like looking, smiling, like,
Do you need a dagger to go do some manscaping?
No,
Use it as a shaver.
"Roll a d12. Come on, how about a 1?"
Whoa. 3.
3.
Yeah.
You guys are getting lucky.
Nothing wants to kill us anymore. We
So-
killed that beetle.
Apparently,
So I'm
Everything's
gonna,
like, they're good, they're fine.
so I'm gonna take a nap while you guys walk or whatever.
Have fun with that.
Anyway.
it says check on little sleep.
While I'm sleeping, I will dream about checking on some kind of child.
To soothe his dreams, I hand him a gold piece.
Thank you.
Hey, Muglet, guess what kind of dream you have? What? You have a dream that reminds you of when your tribe recaptured people.
Oh,
You're like, oh boy.
Yeah, gold.
Woo!
Gold does buy happiness.
You remember the taste of elf flesh is me particularly.
Good thing I'm not an elf. Humans are gross.
Humans are rotten. It tastes like pork.
tastes like kittens. Everything tastes like kittens.
Okay, so on this day, you guys can do whatever it is you want.
All
Shall we
right.
continue?
Prayers, of course, in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do my normal sharpening my stuff. And
if nothing out of the ordinary happens, then I guess you resume.
Let us continue at a normal pace.
Normal, non-forced.
Non-forced marching. So you will travel twice.
The distance of the shortest person's movement,
Okay.
which
So-
might be the cart.
The cart moves at 12 because that's what the donkey
So we can
moves.
do 24 a day.
That's just a good pace while stopping to shit and piss, eat, or what have you.
And if necessary, I will pray and create food and water for us.
Okay. Well, it probably is necessary.
I don't know how much food they
Is he
gave me.
still playing, I hope?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
watching YouTube.
Cahool bless us with nourishment
$25 well spent.
to
What's that?
strengthen our
Controller.
bodies and
Controller
cool
looks
water to cleanse our palates and watch over our travels as we do.
All right. So this day, you continue to travel, and on this day, the elves come down. And then once again, they're like, a scout comes up and says, stop, looks and says,
We are friends of your
yes,
tribe.
we know. We decided to remove the chance of a panic, and we're going to escort you to the river's edge when you leave our kingdom.
Thank you, friends.
So the next town that we will come to late in the day is the town of Jimby. If any of you need to purchase or anyone there you know,
What's that?
you may do so. Otherwise, if you have no interest in that, we can just go
I wonder
right
if they have
past.
crossbow bolts.
So decide amongst yourselves. I will return to
my.
my commander, and then we will come down and we will escort you.
I need.
Thank you, friends.
So you guys are there by yourselves.
Who remembers what's in Jimmy? I need some crossbow bolts.
I don't think I've ever been there. I just remember Azar saying he lived there. That was where he was from.
Yeah, maybe we can pick up Azar or talk to him and see if how he's coming with Bart.
Maybe you can help.
And also, I need to pick up some crossbow bolts. And some,
I wonder if they have another one of these rings, like the one you gave.
probably does, but I'm looking.
Vantage rings are a rare commodity.
We got. Where did you guys get that? That wasn't one of the original rings, right?
What?
That was one of the rings that came off.
No, that was the ring that Praco gave me, and also like a bunch of other people.
So you managed
Michael
to get
has
some
one.
armor. Looks
Michael-
good.
Yes.
Michael has one too.
I'm not running naked into danger as a habit.
Michael, you have a mind control ring too, right?
Oh, we were all. I was
Oh.
scared when we battled that beetle. I thought we might have met our end that day.
That was it.
But Cahoolin granted us a victory and guided our blows to break the magic of the beetle's shell.
You're also,
Give praise to Cahoolin, one and all.
you're also pretty smart about that too. Oh, but I help too, lad. Don't worry. We appreciate it.
Are you still butthurt?
I'm sorry, but the DM is going to describe this wonderful scene. Everyone's standing around,
Cold open.
talking, waiting for the elven escort to come back over the little ridge. And they're all discussing about how great their previous victory was, and the cheer is in the air. And though it's overcast, there's still a nice breeze blowing down the valley here. And suddenly, this odd burnt dwarf turns to the ogre that is twice or three times his size,
Probably 3 times.
and cutting through the still air like a knife through butter says, "Are you still butthurt?" To which the ogre doesn't fucking Henny Youngman, or who's the guy that does that?
Roswell.
Yeah, that guy.
Rogel,
And
Rochester.
just
Your listeners are gonna know what you're talking
and just
about.
turns and gives the Mean Girls, "I don't recognize you." The Jeff McCauley, "I don't hear you unless you knock."
Listen, I'm sorry. The best thing I can think of is
I understand.
He's still talking.
I don't think he understands. You promised you wouldn't do that.
Hey, Rob.
Listen, I know how
You know
to
what
make
I
things
wouldn't
work.
do?
That's what
Control
they
you
get
with weird
attention.
leather stuff.
Now you know they do.
See, I wouldn't do it because if I did it, I would just get crushed instantly. Even if you were trying not to hurt me, you'd still just crush me once. Oh, whoa. Also, I'm too nice to die. Or a goblin.
You're annoying.
Yeah.
That's what you throw on me. Literally.
Like a fungus.
Yeah.
I'm on top of you, though.
He's grown on me.
I am the one who's closer to your head.
Mugga's claws are just digging into Rock's head.
I have direct access
These
to the
little
net.
goblin hands.
Like sitting over.
Like a gremlin person.
Suddenly the head bumps out. Hey, Rock.
Guado. Yeah. From Total Recall. You must not. That's a great God. Oh my God.
Hey, Rock, take this potion. Drink it.
Just shove the whole bottle in his mouth. He'll just bite it until it all comes out.
What is that? It's a wine skin.
What?
It's a wine skin.
Oh.
Quick, take this potion that I don't know what it is. It's a forget potion. Now I'm stealing your wallet.
Forget potion. You're stealing my wallet.
Get
Get out of my coin.
I'm stealing your axe. Here, take this forget potion.
Potion of goblin hatred. Just
That would be humorous.
lays down.
What if I took a potion of goblin hatred? Do it become suicidal instantly?
No, nothing changes.
Well,
Naturally, yourself, you're a goblin.
you okay back there, buddy?
Are you okay?
He failed his constitution check.
He's exhausted now. Well,
All right.
We make our way towards Jim.
after they come.
Yes. You continue on.
You still mad at me?
And that evening, or no, the elf comes back and says, "Are we bypassing the town, or do you have business there?"
I would want to see if they have crossbow bolts.
I have no reason to go in the town.
I'm looking for a new backpack in pink.
I don't think I want my home to look like.
We want to look at Bazar.
But I'd be okay if skipping out of the town.
Who speaks for you?
I do.
You're the leader of this group.
No, I speak for myself, but he speaks for the group over there, Cal, most likely. But it's more of a democracy.
What's a democracy?
We all vote on things.
So, Kelf, do you go into town, or do you bypass town?
We can search for Azar.
Yeah, I don't mind either way. I mean, if you want to look for an armor, or I mean, for a weapon shop,
Yeah.
Here.
I'll
I
go.
mean, let's not take long. Let's don't dally. I'd like to get where we're going.
Yeah, Mudlove, if you go into a shop, you should probably take one of the guards with you.
Well, of course I will. But don't worry, enough go. No, I'll be quiet.
Just put the hat on. Nobody knows.
I can't. My hat doesn't work.
I'd
Oh,
say
hey. Did you remember when I said you ran off, your hat fell off your head?
Yeah. I would have done that.
I thought I remembered him saying he went back to pick it up after he got off the thing, but I'm
Even
maybe
after
mistaken.
the whole ordeal, I would have gone back. Nice hat. Sorry to forget.
Well, people have forgotten things. You can roll a level check.
Good thing you're level 40. It's been 3 days.
I made that with a 7.
Are you lying?
No.
No.
I look like a 3 to me
What'd
from
you
here,
roll?
but I don't know.
What did you roll?
Oh. No, I'm kidding. An 8. I'm killed by 1.
Are you
rolled
sure?
an 8? I
Yeah.
thought it was a 3.
No. What level are you?
7.
Are you sure?
7. I'm level 7.
Is Mother
Sure.
supposed to be a higher
You're a
level?
goblin
Yeah, I
with all
mean-
this gold, all these magic. God, sure you're only 7? I think
He's the,
Hey,
he's
my
the super goblin.
12.
16.
All right. So Addie says,
Look, I'm ahead.
put the hat on and think about it. Because as he says that, you see him get up out of the off the ground and walk up the side of the car.
Okay, I put the hat on then.
Okay, and it changes.
Hey, cool.
Oh, it does work.
Oh,
I guess the
Look at
beetle.
that handsome elf.
I guess the beetle doesn't didn't permanently destroy it.
Roll your
Yeah.
spellcraft.
That enduring one. He should
Ah,
have
got
some
it.
dark magic.
Okay. Because of your spellcraft, you realize that when an item is permanently magicked and it comes into a dispel magic area, it is not permanently dispelled. It is only dispelled while it is in the area.
So that means the spider climb boots might still work.
You mean the ones I just described when he walked up the side
I
of the
thought
car?
you said he walked beside the cart, not walked on the cart.
Up the side.
I misheard you. Hey, maybe
He says, "Don't feel bad." I didn't know it either until later when it was just random that I was sitting next to a tree and I put my foot on there and then I was like,
Hey, I'm stuck in the mud. No, wait, my boots work.
that was the most random sentence I've ever heard. It's like, hey, I'm eating a pigeon.
Oh, I'm Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
What time is it? Wait though. I should
All
be
right.
sleeping.
Are you open on Thursday?
So the elf is waiting. In the town or around the town?
Is it Thursday?
We're going in.
In the town.
Okay.
Get your stuff and get back out here.
So
So we're not looking for Azar?
I don't know where he lives.
who is going into town under escort?
I am not.
I am going into town.
Hey, you know,
Buy
that's
escort. I can
fine.
go in.
So
Yeah.
just you?
Come
I'm
with us.
going in. I'm going in.
I
Yeah,
wonder-
we're all
going
going
in.
in. We're all going
Under
into
escort,
town.
we're
Okay.
going in.
I wonder if my bulk case could handle more than 20. I think more.
All right. So you go into town, and this is a village.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
I don't know if Daryl remembers his description of Jimby,
Not
but
very
I
much.
seem to remember it as being no more than a village of several homes and farms, not a place of industry.
Is there a weapon shop or some kind of blacksmith?
There's usually is a blacksmith.
Where's the blacksmith?
So you find a blacksmith
All right.
and you go there. And are you using
I'm
your
using
hat of
the hat.
disguise?
Yes,
Okay.
I
Well, you're
sure
still escorted anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
It'll
these
help with talking.
these people here, human and elf, kind of living together in harmony.
That's
They the blacksmith says, "Whoa, what have we here?
Hello.
The royal guard.
Well, I'm on
Who are you, young master?
a.
Roll a charisma check, and we'll see who you are. On a 30, a 20.
There you go. Piece of trash. Get out.
Yeah.
I made it.
I met young
I made it with a
bastard.
5.
Okay.
I made it.
Cool. So he says,
I'm charismatic.
I'm your son.
My name is charismatic.
"What brings you to my smithy today?"
I would like some crossbow bolts.
Roll a level check. We'll see if you get lucky, because normally that wouldn't be good.
28.
Says, haven't had a call for crossbow bolts ever.
Well,
A lot of farming implements here, horseshoes, things like that. Cooking pots.
cooking pot.
Need a good cooking pot? I can make one. Other than
Could always cooking pot. I don't think we do. Nah, I'm good.
Well, if you don't have crossbow bolts, then I guess I have no really reason. I was only here for a resupply.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Sorry.
And you know what? Since you were so nice, I'm gonna hand him 1 gold coin.
Ooh. He takes it and bows deeply.
Bow.
And then you go back to the group.
Yes, yes, I do.
And
Is there a tavern of some sort?
no.
Well, we didn't have any crossbow bolts.
No.
We didn't have pretty much everything farming related. And if you make them come.
All right. Well, let's be on
Keep
our way.
going. All right. And then a short while later, it gets dark, and the escort suggests a place to make camp.
Let's
do so? All right.
So many.
Mighty good.
And do you guys do anything before you go to sleep?
Meditate.
I am going to. Should I watch
And-
over, or are these guys gonna watch?
Who are you asking?
The guards. Are you guys gonna take watch?
Yes.
Okay, I'll sleep.
Okay.
How's everybody feeling? Do you need the blessings of Kahulin to heal your wounds?
I
I'm
feel
fine,
great.
brother. Master Health.
I'm feeling great.
Thank you,
Yep.
Brother Rock. I will cure myself then.
Okay.
Mighty Kahulin, heal my body and my spirit so that I may continue to serve you. And then I meditate. Always going with that. All right. Then I sleep like a baby elf.
A bell.
Anyone else?
I sleep, and again, I keep Demon Blade like in my grasp, but I don't want anyone else to touch it.
Well, let's see if Demon Blade calls out for someone else. Because you're being a prick.
Yeah. Well,
I
Demon Blade can suck it.
A 1 on a 30. Nice.
Remember,
I do remember.
Don't tell him to remember.
well, it's actually to your benefit. It has a danger sense. If something's happening, it will wake the
It can't.
caster.
He's a sluggy dude.
Oh, lumpy
he
dumpy.
has danger sense too.
All right. So
And I'm just
roll a d10.
weak. And I'm weak. He's tired.
That's how I'm sleeping.
A 10. That is a great roll.
I don't think it is.
When the
Because-
DM smiles.
No, because you are sleeping when something goes. Well, tell me what you guys where you sleep.
I'm
Do you
sleeping
sleep on,
on the rock.
out
On
or
the
under
ground.
somewhere, or
I
do you do the
used to
campsite
create
again?
campsite, so there's
Okay.
since we don't have any stuff to set up, it just creates natural boughs.
So you are underneath where like a couple trees have come together and bent over to form a makeshift lean-to.
Very good.
I am on
All
the
right.
rock. It is the background.
Okay,
Just kind of so.
just
So
like
we don't roll over on
just
you.
like you used to do as a kid. You sleep under the covers.
I'll just use the donkey.
So- You you hear a sound, a snap, and you're just for a second you hear that, and you would doubt that it's coming from one of the elves because they have shown themselves to move
Quietly.
extremely silent. None of them are wearing metal armor. They're all wearing leathers or nothing. They like to be quiet and unseen. It
Oops, the Demon Blade is still in my grasp.
is.
Okay. I will get up and investigate.
So right when you open your eyes and you look up, you see how do I describe this?
I don't know.
A monkey.
A muglet. Not again.
Gold comes out of his wound this time. Oh no! You hurt my bag of gold.
I don't even want that.
I'm just here to pick your pockets, man.
I wanted the blood.
There it is.
I gotta go.
All right.
Then out of the gold comes blood. What? See, I'm just gonna like take off some wrapping paper on one of my gold coins. It's gonna be a chocolate gold coin.
Oh, okay. Where's my eraser?
Right in front of you.
There.
No, there.
Oh, there it is.
Where there?
Look, you got two of them. Is this yours?
Yeah, bro. You don't like my yacht? I think one's a 3 and one's a 2.
Although everyone's figures are where they are, they're laying down unless.
The dogs aren't with us.
So go back to that.
The dog-
Whatever.
The dogs are at the town with the cart.
Okay.
And Janice.
Hope we don't have puppies when we
No.
get back.
Yeah, they might.
The dogs might come out. Not the 2-man. Nope, don't stop them from coming.
You guys can arrange yourselves wherever you want.
That looks fine to me.
Who am I missing?
I would snap on the guard.
You're missing.
Seems like
No.
Is that everybody?
the guards.
The guards.
Okay.
That's everyone.
Wow, that is a huge can of lights.
All right. So. Okay. And then the others are all back here. Okay. So. Is that where everyone is okay being?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, Anae, you're over here.
Mhm.
And you look up. There's a giant weasel.
What? Does it look angry?
No, but it's looking at Demon Blade, and it's got a weird looking, like it's drooling. Maybe like it's rabid or demonic.
I stand.
So
up.
you have to tell me what your action is, because it's gonna do something, and you realize it.
Attack? I will attack the giant weasel.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
What noises do weasels make?
Got an 8?
Okay, it got a 2, but it is a very large thing, so it goes on average.
So do I.
Oh, well, then it won initiative. So it is going to try to grab Demon Blade out of your grasp.
Oh.
So first of all, hits an armor class of 2. Okay. Now you will
So number plus 0 for grabbing.
post strength rolls. It is successful
I
with
am
a 3.
successful with an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're holding on to it still.
Maybe.
Okay, your turn.
I take my 2 swings at the weasel.
Oh,
Are you gonna get up?
Yeah, let's go by
Okay.
there after here.
I forget, does Demon Blade have like a plus anything?
I don't know. Now this is your first round for waking up, so you're at a minus to do.
This is
Whatever.
what's attacking you.
How much of a minus?
Look at this. This is what's attacking you.
I know what a weasel looks like,
No, but-
just bigger.
Every time he gets
Their white sauce too spicy. So I got it on the side.
Yeah, doity weasel.
Oh. Hey, look at the clean weasel.
This thing will try. This thing is the most evil thing in all of D&D. Will be the wielder of demon blade. Oh, that would be.
Okay.
Oh god. That would be the rabbit.
Any action performed on the first round of sleep is done at -4. Okay. Do you have a light sleeper?
It's just
Are you
a
a light
rabbit.
sleeper?
No.
Okay.
See,
Then
just
you're
a
at
weasel.
-4. So you get up and you attack.
First attack hits an armor class with the -4 of 16.
That is a miss.
So I rolled a 2.
Offhand.
Offhand,
Yeah.
hits armor class of 4.
4. That is a hit.
And that's a
That
large.
weasel's riding
It
me.
is.
That's a D10 plus 5. That is 13 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
That's a weasel.
And at the end of my
Do
turn,
you have a knockdown on that?
yeah, that's a D10. So roll it. 8.
No, not quite.
Alright, and at the end of my turn, I yell out, "Giant weasel!" And that's it.
Do I wake up?
Giant weasel.
Do I wake up?
Okay.
No.
So at the end of the round on the resolution step,
The guards are awake. And they just love this giant weasel.
Weasels are sneaky.
thank you.
That's why they're called weasels.
Okay,
I
so
I will beat the weasel. I'm gonna beat
Yeah,
this.
Is that what the kids are calling it?
Tis what he proclaimed.
I'm gonna beat this weasel.
so how many squares away? Who's the closest one? the
Addy.
And actually the cat.
Yeah.
Roll a d10. Michael, you can roll. Roll a d10 for the cat.
I mean,
5.
Let's see. How many squares away is the?
like 2 or
Two.
3.
2 max.
You roll the 5.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of a theme song. Full on theme song for them. There's Addy. The
2 squares equals 5.
I
Okay.
saw the
Roll a d10 for Eddie.
here when we
Yeah,
got
they were on the chair.
0.
Okay, he does not wake
I
up.
don't need them.
Okay, Michael, how many squares are you away?
I don't need them. I just was like,
Michael's rather far.
8, 9.
They're over on the
Okay,
chair.
so you just need to roll a d10.
That's cool. No, they're not.
I
7.
said I don't need them. I just thought I remembered.
I would wake up. I don't.
Oh wait, you said you rolled a 10 for Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he does wake up. And what'd you roll?
7.
Okay, you're no. Okay, and then who else? So everyone else just rolled a d10.
Wait, it take me 5 turns to wake up at one time?
Do I want higher or low?
One high. You got a 5.
Oh, 5.
Okay, so you guys are not awakened by. So this round.
Oh,
you're
that was for
supposed to-
everybody. One
Oh, no, the guards.
So the only one that the guards are awake, so they don't need to make that roll.
I'm talking to they see him.
You're asleep, so I can't answer that. So now it's the next round of actions. So Addie and the cat both wake up. So they will. Addie will attempt to.
There's someone actually watching you right
I don't know. Is there?
now. And also me now. Just checking to see if it's still.
Let's see. There we go.
Eddie will attempt to cast a spell.
He will attempt to cast a spell.
Oh.
Okay. Oh no, he doesn't because that takes him down. He doesn't try that. No way.
That's good role playing for Chris.
How about this one?
I'm gonna give him a point of inspiration in that point.
Yeah.
Take a little bit more time trying to figure out.
Here, have this.
Yeah, you don't give the DM a free reroll.
Well, let's see if you die. Count like you did.
Everyone in the party died.
Okay, that would definitely not be a normal animal, so you
I'd
can't
say
use that one.
It's the holiday weekend, I guess. Got people down there.
Okay, he will.
Is there a lot of maintenance we got to do around?
Ah, okay.
I guess there's like well.
He will try to charm the creature.
You got power.
Okay,
like
cast it
yeah.
on
course,
5.
we're
I
gonna
think
get
it's
a pet
on
weasel.
average.
We don't have
All right, so we will roll. You have an action, and everyone else is asleep. Okay. So beat at 10. My side is delayed. Okay,
Yeah. I'm on average.
you are.
And so is Addy. But my speed factor is 7 and his is 5. So if you want to do this
All right.
first.
So he says in his Druid language.
Over.
Oh, great weasel. Trust me and view me as an ally. Obed High commands it so. And it saves versus spell.
No.
And it rolls a 5 and fails. And the creatures can't do anything yet.
Do I know that it's been charmed? There's any way of telling
Let me
me?
see.
Because all I know is that there's a giant weasel attacking me. And Patty's speaking this weird plant language again. Plant
Don't hurt the weasel.
Speaking this weird plant language.
It sounds like wind.
All right, the beast is still looks back for a second over at Addie, and then turns its attention back to you.
Can I make the perception something to see if
Sure, you can certainly try.
I got a 19.
You're not sure.
I'm going to attack this weasel.
Yep, you better.
And am I still?
No, now a full time, so you're at normal chances.
That hits an armor class of 10.
That is a miss.
That hits a natural. That's a natural 20. Roll again. That hits an armor class of 7.
Normal hit.
All right. So 10 plus 5. That is 14 points of damage.
And charm is worn off.
Is broken.
How many?
Probably 14.
Ooh, it's looking rough now. Okay. So
Well, do we hear anything from this round?
we've got to wait to the end. Okay. It will once again attempt to wrestle the thing away.
It's mine. You can't even use it.
All of a sudden, your ring falls up. Mugwin must die. Mugwin must die.
Okay. That makes sense.
You're gonna become a skeleton.
Okay. So the weasel. Oh, a natural 20, which is good, but not necessarily. You're rolling against armor class, so roll the hit.
Okay.
And what armor class did you get?
My melee thaco 5.
Oh, okay. You needed to hit against armor class 4. So basically it disarmed you. And the character attempting to grab an item must make an opposed roll, and that's what happened. So it won. And once the grabbing character succeeds in grasping, the opponents must wrestle for control with the I did it. Okay. So now it's opposed to see if it can get it out of your grasp. And it is successful.
I was successful with the 17.
Yours is higher. So if the character only grabs, no. Oh, the item with one hand, then his strength score is reduced by 3 points. So your strength score is reduced by 3 points.
So I failed.
Okay, then there you go. So the creature gets it from you.
I get another attack.
You do.
So I make that attack on the weasel.
Okay,
That hits an armor class of 2.
That's pretty sharp, girl.
that's a hit.
Thanks, buddy.
That is
That's not
8
what
points of damage.
Was really wanting to get, but it was the most feasible thing. I got the most for my money that I could.
Oh, you got a
cute.
Did you get a box
Backup
car?
camera, Bluetooth stuff.
How many? 8?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did you get a box car?
Roll a
Yeah,
d10.
pretty much.
I'm picturing it to be a little bit bigger. But
7.
Yeah, it's a small
I've got to roll
one.
You need a
The
9.
box car
Because
rolls
it's large.
Like,
Okay.
It's pretty roomy though.
Because I got
You know, when you're sitting there,
I got
Yep.
a hit
it's front wheel
earlier
drive
this
until
time.
you
I got
engage.
to roll a d10 for not
For
doing
the-
that.
They just did a huge
Yes.
recall on the Jeep Crest line. It was huge.
Okay,
So now the weasel has my
Someone
hand.
did yesterday.
correct.
Oh, no kidding.
That's
That's a Frank Zappa song if I've ever heard it. Hey, Daryl, you remember the Frank Zappa song, "A Weasel Grabbed My Axe"?
No, that sounds familiar.
That's what's going on right now.
Weasel yesterday.
Okay, and then at the end, it's going to try to come up, which means you get an attack of opportunity.
That's on class 3.
That's a hit.
He has some great songs, man.
7 points of damage.
Doesn't matter. You can You can coup de grace if you'd like. It's
Yeah.
sit down.
How does the weasel hold
got
the
it.
axe? Does
In its
it-
mouth.
Recall notice.
As it
I've
tries
got
to take off,
Lifetime power,
I
31,
jump
two
on
bumper
top of it,
bumper,
grab the top of
lifetime
its mouth, pull it
warranties.
open, making it drop the axe, and I just slam the axe down its throat.
Nice.
Rip out sideways.
All right.
No,
the weasel is dead,
Protection
and the
from
demonic light
plastic
leaves
and
its
claws,
eyes.
fading
I grab the
combat.
axe again, and I
Everything.
put it.
Dang it, we could have been fighting a giant weasel
I
if
got
we
the
made Miller.
payments where I need it.
I don't want that.
I
And
told
you're
the
not a
guys
witch.
that $250 a month where I want my payment, or less, and I wound up at $265. So
I've killed a weasel.
You did.
I look around. Do the
Traded my
guards seem to
motorcycle.
have noticed?
They were running over there, but you got it. So there you go. They're like,
It's a
they're just like,
2009
what the?
17,000
And then they're speaking in their emerald tongue.
with
All of you can roll d10s again to see if you awake now at the end of this round.
Don't we get like a plus something?
A 1.
I got a 9.
So you
9
know,
plus.
how about a 7?
I rolled a 10.
7, 8, 9, or 10.
I got an 8 with, you said plus 1. Or was that not everybody?
Oh, we wake up.
Well, I'll be minus 1, whatever.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 7. Okay.
What's
the ruckus,
He's got the right idea.
Hello.
Says that the you said that
Good
the
morning.
guards are speaking to me
Good
in their
morning.
emerald tongue.
Let's go, Uncle Grant.
Well, they were like yelling at each other. But then once they see what you've done, they start yelling some more and they go search.
All right.
So those of you that are awakened, you notice that that's, unless you can't see in the dark. Because
I can't see in the dark.
I'll just do the Uncle Grandpa.
So I
Good
see that he's
morning.
killed some hairy beast.
I hold it up.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, what'd you do
Skin
there?
that thing. I'll clean it up tomorrow.
Keep recall
Never mind.
Throw it on the ground and I go back to sleep, holding Demon Blade in my
Just use
grasp,
it as a
even
pillow.
tighter than before.
Just use the warm
Okay.
carcass as a pillow.
I don't
Pull
need
him
a
out
pillow.
solo.
Use it as warm point.
Crawl inside.
Ooh, that'd be all fur.
All right. So that's the rest of that night.
Oh, what? Eat what?
And then we wake up.
And then you wake up and you have today.
I've got some dead weasel.
Hey,
Some dead weasel.
that is a nice pelt.
Yeah,
May I skin it?
go ahead.
I will skin it and save the giant weasel pelt.
If I've seen a giant weasel, I don't think so. I mean, I don't recall it was in there. What the hell is that?
Giant furry something.
I've never seen that before. Where'd it come from?
I woke up and it was
Slash that weasel.
Weird looking.
I woke up and it
Hey, I
was
wonder what it
trying
tastes
to
like.
attack me.
So I will skin it
Could be edible.
and
I'll try it.
roll it
I'll
so
try
that
it
it
too.
preserves itself.
I would like you to roll your
leatherworking
yes,
proficiency.
only because this will determine if the damage done to it makes it like
Not worth using.
yes.
Okay. And my leatherworking, I need a 12. I rolled a 1.
That's perfect.
All right. So somehow he managed to slice it on its underside, right where you would feel it.
It's like, wow, hey, nice shot on this, and hey,
Thanks.
skin it out and
I'm good at killing stuff.
prep it for travel.
All right.
Then I pray,
Okay. And how long does it take
not
today?
very long, because I only cast one spell. So,
All right. So unless
30
there's
minutes.
something that someone else wants to do during this time, you will continue on.
Save some of that meat. Might be good.
throw it on a
I'll
card.
try it anyway.
Give it a chew.
We now have a giant weasel carcass on the cart. Skinned weasel carcass.
It's long and hard to manage.
That's what she proclaimed.
What do you got after?
Renegade.
Michael just
2015.
joke
Cherokee,
bombed our
Cherokee,
game.
right?
It's like, oh, here's a cool snapshot, and then the Michael's in the back.
You're in the right year. That's not the particular one.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
Well done.
Ram, bunch of bags.
For what?
Okay.
Shoot.
So you carry on,
Yes. We
Auto
continue.
start.
I didn't read what
and it takes
I appreciate the
2 more days,
Oh,
until you off in the distance see the grand, giant port city of Waterdeep. This is where the Emerald River, the Kingdom River, comes out and empties into the inner sea.
I was making sure it wasn't the racist.
And
that's Cliffside.
once again, they ask you if you have any business or have anything you want to do in Waterdeep, or do you want to go around it?
here.
Is it a big city? I mean,
Yes.
like Greyhawk size or bigger?
This is where the Wanda's Fantastic Elixirs
That would be a good
Shop
stop.
is
Oh,
here.
well, we need to go there
I would like to look around in here.
quickly, of course.
So we do.
The elves say,
I'll come in too with the sheriff.
this city is much less accepting of the uncivilized races. So,
What? I thought it was.
He's got his hat.
not Waterdeep, no.
Well, I'll still go with my hand.
And what about him?
Who?
The ogre.
I'm a beast of burden.
You can stay here if he has to.
I will stay
Guardian.
without and
Servant.
keep Rock company
So should I go into Wanda's shop and ask for some cool stuff?
if that's what you want to do.
I will.
Okay, you guys go in, get
I'll
what
ask
you
for
think
some
you
healing
need, and
potions.
we'll be right
Some
here.
Cool stuff for Rock.
Yeah.
Like the strength potion. Whatever he thinks good for Rock. It's all right. I'm gonna get Rock to find the.
And who's going with you?
I will go with him.
He could be charismatic with
Question: Is this the
Who are you asking?
Dean,
love it.
is this the city where I thought Baby Dewey?
But I don't want to trust him.
No, that was
We can come
I
back
don't-
You
here.
want to go do it? No.
We will come back
I don't know.
here after we go.
Baby Dewey.
That was interesting.
That was great. Hey, ask her if she got anything to ogre to you. Okay. I'll do it.
You go to that magic shop. I find a tavern.
Cruise control suddenly.
The elves say,
Oh, that's not good.
you might want to watch
Just bought it.
watch yourself in this town. This city is one of the most famous, one of the most influential places. There could be elements of danger in here that you're not prepared to deal with. We can't just maybe escort you around wherever you want to go. That's not our job.
I
If
know.
you enter the city, you will be going by
Try not to get
yourselves.
arrested today.
Mhm.
I'll bail you.
Are you going into town, Pike?
Yeah, I guess I keep an eye on my gloves.
Shadow at you.
I go find a tavern.
Well, when you approach the city of Waterdeep,
Thank
it
you.
is grandiose amongst the grandiose. It is towers. It is large buildings. It is large walls. It is a huge fort that has walls that go all the way out into the sea for protection. There's a well-regulated guard and patrols. There are people outside of the city that
Maybe not.
may or may not have good intentions. The city itself has a reputation for having some dangerous people, as well as some good.
When one's mind
I'm
and
keeping my
body are
coin
in
purse
tune,
in my hand instead of on
and
my
the
back.
lessons of Cthulhu
So that way I don't get.
bring peace
get
to your
stolen.
mind. You can heal your own body.
So, as you go into town,
Become in a meditative state. I'm just telling Rock about get him monk.
Maybe I can learn that.
you are
We're trying.
asked what your business is,
I'm simply looking
but they
for.
didn't seem to care. It's like they're asking, but then kind of like, go on.
I do. I just find a tavern.
Okay, so as soon as you enter the gates, the the movement and the amount of people here is more than you've seen ever in your entire life. The streets are all paved with these big flat stones. There are trees that have been planted that have grown up in rows that line this main street as it goes in.
Feel very out of place.
Just off to the right, you see what appears to be a tavern because there's a sign that, can you read?
Nope.
Northern?
But
There's
I
a
can't,
mug.
I can't read.
There's a mug of ale there on the sign, and you recognize that as a mug of some kind of liquid, you assume. And
I go in there.
okay, so you head there. Where do you guys follow him, or do you go somewhere
I'm
else?
going to see if I can find the
Okay, so you split. You
Wanda's
split up.
magical potion.
What about you?
I'm going Mugwump.
Okay. So you go into the tavern, and when you walk into this place, the door opens up, and couple people leave, and they appear to be a young couple doing something. Maybe that's their first date. Who knows? You notice that they're not carrying swords or whatever. As you look around, you don't see anyone but the town guard wearing any kind of armor. Very few people are carrying around short swords except for the guards. And as you go in, one of the guards or somebody at the bar looks at you and is like, "You'll have to check those axes."
I'll put them in my backpack. I'm not certain exactly what he means by that, so I'll.
As you go to do that, the guy's like, no, you can't come in here with those martial weapons like that. The only thing allowed in here are daggers or shorter. You want to check them, you give them to that nice lady over there behind that counter, and she gives you something that you turn back in when you leave to reclaim them.
I just turn around and walk out.
Okay.
I'll just walk out of the town. Go
Okay.
back to them.
Okay.
I have a question, if I may.
Yeah.
The guards did not go into town with them, so they are
No.
out with us.
Yes.
Okay. In the time that they're in town, I am explaining to and demonstrating to Rock how the meditation and focus of Kahulin can heal your body. Just he knows, and I meditate.
Okay.
The Rock's trying to.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so you have this huge sprawling city in front of you. It's as if you were dropped off
Have I been here
in
before?
Paris. No, not according to what I read of your backstory or you playing this game. You've never been here. This is much further.
I thought he was in one of his
Lee, you want a beverage?
I thought we were back.
Sure.
Let's see what's out there.
Before. Okay. I'm gonna look
We're
for.
thinking of a totally different town.
Oh, right. It was like sister's place. Oh.
This,
I'm
this
not-
town is huge. It's
I'm
like
gonna look up
Paris.
for a potion. I'm gonna look up for potions.
So you look around and no, you don't see anything that.
I'm asking guard.
But what would a potion sign look like? Do you have any idea?
Like a flask or some kind of like bottle.
Okay, you don't see anything like that.
Or any kind of arcane symbol. I'm also looking.
Roll me a perception check with advantage.
What do I roll for perception?
Level check on a 30
Do I make my level?
or less.
No.
Roll it again because that's what advantage is.
No.
Okay, you don't find one.
Well, I'm asking guard.
Where you are. So you find a guard that's over there just like standing in a corner watching people. He's got on like a metal helmet
Mhm.
thing going down the front.
Yes.
He's wearing what looks to be like studded leather armor, which is, and then he's got a short sword and a shield that's on his arm, but it's kind of sitting. The guy it's kind of hanging down. His arm is down. It's not like holding it up all the time.
Yeah.
And as you approach him, he says, "Good day, citizen."
Hello there, sir. Would there happen to be some kind of potion shop in this here city?
Roll me a charisma check.
That's a weird thing for the guard to say.
Oh, no.
You don't make it? Okay. He says,
I'm just looking for directions.
he says, potion shop. What do you mean?
In an
You mean a
apocryphy?
bar?
No, an apocryphy or something like that. Someplace where you get like something to heal something. Or
Oh, you mean a shopper getting herbs for like medicine or healing.
I guess you can go there too.
He's like, well, if you go down this street, okay, and then a few ways down, you're going to see a sign that says Market Street. You'll want to go left, and you'll take that down, and then up on the placard above the door, you'll see the symbol of hollyberry and the symbol of mistletoe.
So like fine.
He's like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that's
Alright.
where it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go with it.
Then he looks it over at you, and do you say anything, or he just looks at you? Okay. Yeah, he just kind of getting. He's thinking to himself, midget. Okay, so you head where? Follow the directions.
Yes, I follow those directions.
Okay, so can you read?
No, so I will not. So I'm just gonna look
I
to
can
see
read.
if the
Okay,
you know which one of these signs says marketplace on it.
All right. For this
so you go down the street and you look for the sign, and it's right there on the one of the buildings on the corner of Market Street.
All right.
And then where do you go?
Take the left.
Left. Okay, and you go down there, and then there's the sign that the guy said hanging over the door.
What's the name of the shop?
No.
Right.
And this is a row of buildings that are kind of all together. And there may or may not be a thin alleyway in between them. So it's a much more crowded city than Ravensbluff.
All right, well,
Imagine Ravensbluff in like 400 years. They just tried to cram in as much as they can.
All right.
Okay, so you go down there, or
Let's go in.
roll the d12.
I guess Pike.
Yep.
Ten.
All right, no problem. You make it down there, and you walk on in. And when you walk in, you hear a cling, cling, and all right, you look up and you see there's a bell attached. And so when you go in there, you see it's empty, but it is lit by candles. And
Hello.
the man in there is walking around dusting things, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello!
Hello there, sir.
Welcome to Harry's Herbalism. I'm Harry. Who are you? Both of you can roll Christmas checks right now.
I go hammerhand. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, I made it.
20.
Who are you? Never mind.
Made
I don't
it.
care.
Good.
Get out.
Go away! I'll call the guards on you.
Seriously.
Kill him. All right. So he's like, I haven't been busy.
I smile.
Haven't been busy today. Am I glad to see you guys? What can I do for you?
I'm looking for something interesting. I'm also
Well, we got a bunch of stuff here. What do you want to do?
So
You
you
want to
sell
cure a cold, or get rid of a fever, or you wanting to grind up some things and put it into a garden, or you have sick animals, or do you need something to make soap?
soap.
Healing potions, damn it. Just ask for some healing
Do
potions.
you have anything I could heal somewhat of like a blade wound or anything? Yep. Or maybe ease the pain? We're asking for
He
like
says-
because we're going on a good trip.
As a matter of fact, I don't brew potions, but I have things that I know people that do will buy.
Okay.
Are you able to make potions, little one?
Not exactly, but I could know.
What
some
about
people,
you?
But I know several people who could.
And he's like, little bearded one. What about you, good sir dwarf?
No,
Are you
we
a
brew
potion?
beer at my parts.
Okay. Well,
I
maybe
was
it's
a potion
people-
brewer
not my
wizard.
place to ask, but
I know
I
people-
would rather get you what you need, so that's why I'm asking. I'm trying not. I don't want to pry into your business
Oh,
or your
it's-
master's business.
It's okay.
Is there a potion shop?
Is there a potion shop?
Roll me a luck check, and you can do it with advantage because he is doing the assists option.
7. Oh, wow,
7 was the lowest.
Yeah.
And what's your level?
5.
Ooh. All right. So he says, "I'm sorry, I don't."
You know what? I think I'll take that thing for the cold, the fever, and the animal sickness.
So really, you would like something we call a healing pack.
Yes.
Okay, it
That
has
sounds
all the
very good.
necessary things that someone would heal would use.
How much do they cost?
You don't remember off the top of your head, Daryl, how much those were, do you? Did you buy one of those before?
Healer's kit?
I'm just curious if you knew off the top of your head how much that was.
I'm sure I don't.
700 gold.
2,000.
That sounds a little excessive.
A little less than
I
what he
do
has.
have a healer's bag, which gives me a +1 bonus to my healing proficiency.
All right, I'll find it then. That's fine.
He
All
has
right.
to look at his guide on how to sell things to people. My name's Harry.
Right.
Welcome to my herbalism.
Let me check the
My name is Herbalism. Welcome to my Harry.
Hurry up and get this. We'll get to the weapon shop, get your bolts, and get the hell out of here.
The hell out of here.
I could also go and look for some kind of arcane shop. Maybe that'll be. This is apparently a very big city. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think we don't have time to fuck around.
Well, I'll make some time. If we find the arcane
6
shop, maybe we'll find something. that
6
makes
golden
time.
coins. And he
Golden
said, I think he says 6 golden lions.
I have golden lions, probably.
I don't know. What do you have?
I have all sorts of.
You have golden lions?
Probably somewhere in there.
I don't think you do.
Didn't they just give you some gold?
Oh yeah, he gave me gold.
If you have,
You
if
gave
you
me
got
about-
these coins up in the northern realms, then they're going to be lions. So
Okay,
if you got
yeah.
them from Ravens Bluff
I got
or
several coins.
Gimby or
I have several. I have a
where
lot
did
of.
you get your coin? Didn't you
Like
get them
White
from
Plume
the
Mountain.
Mountain?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of lions.
Aren't they on your donkey?
Yeah, but no, remember? Then they over here gave me 100 gold.
That's right.
You remember where you got your coins?
I started with some from where I'm from, but I've gotten a lot from traveling up top since then. I know I got some from White Plume Mountain.
You got to tell us what
All right.
kind of coins we
All
got
right.
if we're gonna.
Yeah. So you get out your coins, and they're it's going to take 1/4 more to wait because he looks at these and he's like, okay, these will do. I remember these.
So yeah, let me see one of
So he
them
says,
right
give
now.
me 7 gold, and he gets out a little scale,
Yeah, I get some.
and he goes.
Let me
Okay,
see
there.
one. Let me see one of those healers pack to see what the exact.
Okay. So he gets
So-
it out,
I look in there.
and it's got
Gotta be fair.
a complete bag, includes 30 rolled bandages of varying sizes, 20 foot of rolled gauze, a tiny metal mixing bowl, a ceramic mortar and pestle, 10 jars of various herbs that can be crushed and mixed with water to form a paste to be applied to wounds. Also 3 curved needles, a spool of white or black silk thread, and some empty ceramic vials that you would fill with clean water.
Give me 5 of them.
What? Just
5 healer bags?
Yes, please.
Very good. He's like, this is all I have. Bam. He says 35 gold, 35 of those coins there.
It's like a first aid kit.
And then he says, sign here, young master. So I can give you your receipt.
Yes, and then I'll sign it.
Can you write?
I think nope. I don't
You
exactly.
can't write? Read or write?
How does he have spellcraft if he can't read or write?
Because that is
Words.
a visual recognition
I don't exactly.
recognition of a right or
Symbolism.
clues or whatever's left over. Like, oh, let's see that burn and that mark. That's a symbol that's kind of used for fire trap.
I don't
I'll
know.
sign for him.
I don't exactly
You'll
know.
sign. Okay.
All
I don't
right,
exactly-
decomped dumbass, but say bug glove.
My
All right, there you go. Bam, 5 healer's bags.
Thank you.
And they're I don't know how much they weigh, but oh, there it is. Weight 2. So they're 2 pounds apiece. So you shouldn't have a problem carrying it. Well, you might, but
Well, how much weight is it all?
10
5
pounds.
times. Yes, 10.
And then what?
Okay.
Let's get to the weapon shop and get
I'm
your
not
bolts.
encumbered yet.
Okay.
What?
Now where?
What are we doing?
Let's get to the weapon shop, get your bolts, and get out of here.
Hey, do you know where a weapon shop
All
could
right.
be
So then,
before we
for
go?
the sake of expediency, you go to the weapons jam. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna ask for crossbow bolts.
How many you want?
20.
You buy 20 crossbow bolts, book price.
What?
Look it up in the player's handbook. And you
And
start getting used to
crossbow
looking
bolts,
in there
page
anyway.
specific.
What page am I looking for? What page would they be on?
It's an index.
Just keep looking. Look in the table of contents like you were at school. Or
Yeah, I hardly ever. Under equipment.
Okay, anything else? You guys, after you purchase these, do you go back to the group? Or
Yes.
yes? Okay, bam, you're there. You look up the price of the crossbow bolts.
Drag it through your thing.
Find what you need.
Let him role play.
Yeah,
You
we
look
got
right.
it.
What? I'm
I'm
just
just
looking at
what we need, just what we need. You got some healers back.
So what did this one in this place say? We couldn't find it.
Blinders. Now you're gonna toil around the city to find blinders.
We really couldn't find it. We
It was,
actually.
I heard that it was a hidden shop.
Didn't you guys go there before?
Not here.
Oh, it was different.
Right. But
That's
it's, no, there's a hidden shop here that's affiliated with one of those
How would you find a hidden shop?
I'm not sure. Maybe a person would have to detect magic or something.
So.
Okay,
Well,
so
like
then you
two
guys.
silver- move on.
Did he already come out?
Yeah, I came out.
Okay, good
You know,
deal.
all right,
Yeah, he
maybe-
was in there for like
Okay.
half an hour and then stopped back into the
Oh,
We
group.
go back over to want my ass. Hey, am I using heavy quarrels?
No, light.
And crossbow.
Oh, hand, yes.
Okay, then. I need 1 gold piece apiece, so that's minus 20.
Okay, as long as you're keeping track.
Of course I do. I have like electric.
I went in for
I
a drink
noticed
and they
that.
told me to
If there's one thing
give
you
them
are
my
doing
weapon,
good, it's keeping
so
track
I
of your shit.
left.
So I
So
appreciate
minus
that. Anything else before you guys depart?
One.
not on my
All
part.
right, roll a d12. You. Let's see if we can get some random bullshit action.
7, 8.
Because this guy over here isn't cooperating.
Hey, I made up for it the first time I started rolling
I
for
can't
it.
read it. What does that say?
10.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Take
12
that.
just for fun, and I got
I
it.
can't- I can't roll 4 ones in a row. Everything.
All right,
Oh,
wait.
nothing.
I think
Okay.
you're gonna be the one to be using this most. I got
Yeah.
5 little like healer's bags here. I couldn't find.
Oh,
any-
okay.
I couldn't
So
find
they
a potion
escort
shop for
you
some
down.
That definitely is going to help us when we're looted in
reason.
battle.
You know what would be good to
escort
learn
you
if we could learn how to like capture ourselves
Around the
at some
city
point. Then
to
you could
the
just have a-
wall
use that
that not only goes out into the sea, but then extends inland and encompasses the port. And you go through a sally port there, out, and you are given, or you are shown to a vessel that will take you across. And then the guy, the leader of the elven guys are like, where are you guys going anyway?
To the town at the mouth of the river that
No,
flows out of the
We're gonna be going-
Oh,
we're gonna be going over another river after this one.
So, would you like it if the ship took you there versus just across the river here?
That would be
Yes.
amazing.
Okay,
If there's a
whoever,
barge that can
whoever,
take us,
well, you're doing the talking. So, roll a charisma check with advantage. If you make it, and they're like, yeah, and if you fuck it up, they go, no.
And they go, you get to talk.
I don't think I should.
I rolled a 7 and a 3. I made it.
All right. So,
Good.
That would be fantastic
They,
if the barge could take us to the.
they arrange for that.
What is the name of that town, please? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'll pull up my map in here if anyone
I don't
wants to
know
write it down. That'd be
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we'll ask the priest when we get there.
That would be amazing. That would be awesome.
This will expedite our journey immensely.
I don't know if I wrote that down.
Yeah, see, no one knows. It's the unnamed town. Just call it Town of No Name.
Hello,
There you go. Nowhere.
They have there? Nowhere. There? Nowhere.
We are here.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, so.
Didn't remember.
But we'll say that once I go back and try to find it, then there you are told the correct name. In which case I will relay that, but for now it is the town of. What?
Okay.
Is that it? Certainly.
Is that N-A-A-A?
No, that's NAAA.
No, it's H. It's H-N-G.
Hey,
There's a
we got
Y in there
7.
somewhere.
Never mind. There's a fly in here somewhere?
There's a Y.
Hi. Okay, so you are Chuck Barris. Remember that? Gone Show? Yeah. All right, so good month 18, 19, 20,
We're going out here for 20 months.
21,
22.
22, la 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 la. And you were dropped off. No, you were not dropped off. They stopped the ship, they anchor, you get into smaller boats and you go to the shore that way. And then once you are safely, they take the boats back and they leave and you are back and all of your stuff is still there.
Yay!
I
The
find
villagers took care of it like they said they would.
I praise them.
So when
and
you go
thank
find them, they're like, hey, and then you're taken to the building where all the shit was kept.
I find Janice.
And so there's Janice, the indefatigable mule, your mule,
Indefatigable dog.
the coffin, and the 2 dogs, and Janice, and I think that's it. Am I forgetting anyone?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know. The
Ham.
dogs. The
So
dogs.
now it is good month 22. That is
So,
the date.
I'm gonna give.
So if
I'm gonna
anyone's
give-
missing any other hit points, you would have gotten back 18. And you're all full of your spell monkeys, and no one is fatigued, no one is nothing.
Did,
I'm gonna
Unless there was something else you wanted to do in those 6 days, I'm going to let you say what it is now, and then we will move on.
I would have
Go ahead.
finally made Jan Sean staff for Addie. For him that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He wanted to make me to make him on tip staff, basically
Out of a branch?
out of whatever the tree.
I
Right?
see. Okay.
I explained to Pikel.
Well, that's fine. You make
Yeah.
one, and now he's got it. And
I explained to Pikel that I appreciate you thinking of my spear, but the bone spear that I owned was a ceremonial, personal keepsake that I treasured. I don't use it in battle. So,
All right.
That's why I didn't accept the spear. Thank you anyway, but I don't use them.
All right. Well, I
It did
did
help
find a
us,
dragon head. to make one,
I hear you.
It did help us at some
Oh,
point.
and it's a really nice staff that helps.
And you know, I'm gonna go and donate a gold coin to this church here for
Why?
watching our stuff. So
what'd you roll?
That's a great
One.
idea.
here, if you want to go
This
find
is
the head
the
priest,
perfect
give me a
show,
coin.
plus
Say-
one.
All right.
Say it's from Mugwell.
Yeah.
I'll do
Or
that.
say it's from all of us.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Since I don't know what a head priest looks like.
Right, so it'd be plus one.
Is it the
Yeah.
guy with the biggest?
No, it'd be a
hat
plus
or
one
the
if they
biggest
didn't roll for
ornaments?
excellent or extraordinary. But
I'm gonna go and pet my donkey as I see it. Because I haven't seen
Is that
it.
what they're calling
It acts
nowadays?
exactly the same
Hi, buddy.
as if it doesn't know what you're doing.
Oh,
I'm gonna talk to Donkey.
how you
Hey, Donkey.
Yes?
Have you heard from the War Wizard?
No?
All right. That's all I wanted to know. Can you sense him? Did he talk to you? Did you know?
No.
All right.
My purposes are very clear. You should know them by now. I gave you a sheet of paper that had all of the information about myself.
Sorry, Donkey.
You came in, right?
It's in my backpack.
Donkey, can you write?
Has Mung Lai returned from when he ran away? Is he there with his 2 cohorts, or have they not returned?
You ask around, no one knows who you're talking about.
Okay, and I also go to the priest who gave us his word that he would watch over things
Yes.
and help us, and I thank him a great deal, and I offer him these 10 gold coins for his services and his friendship and his favor.
And he accepts them and thanks you humbly and says these will go towards restoring our community. And I hope that whatever you are attempting to defeat, I hope that it understands that it will lose and you will win.
I give him another 10.
And he does the same thing to you, except for you need to make a charisma check.
Go get your gold out of my face and leave me.
Would you roll?
20.
He just accepts it, and then goes, oh, thank you, and then kind
That's
of
all I need.
moves away quickly.
What is with
I
you?
go back
Because you
out.
do like this. Here.
Take money.
Okay.
Money.
And
Money.
then, and then I regale Janice of the tale of how I single-handedly slayed the giant beetle. And then I show him the enduring one's head.
Is it
Okay,
rotted
by
at this
now,
point?
yeah, by now it's like stenches beyond.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you still have it, it's causing problems. There's maggots, flies, whatever you want to say about it.
I
'Cause
think
it's
you.
been,
A while.
yeah, over a week.
Do you think
I
you ought to put that with like the
So-
with Caractus? and
There's now an
And we
issue
probably
of
wouldn't
it
want to
smells so
contaminate
bad that that you can't just carry around that kind of thing without there being an issue. Otherwise, it would be done.
I just wanted to show Janice, and then I
Perhaps
dispose
the
of it.
fisherman could catch those catfish with it.
Hey, what this head? Go catch a fish.
Put some of this on your hook.
As a matter of fact, whatever you were carrying it in is now smells like it, and it's awful. And do whatever.
I
you
would
wanna do
recommend you
there.
go and watch
Let's
that.
put it this
thing.
way: I have that cat that I have. My little son, you know his deal. So sometimes he doesn't want to stop what he's doing, and he'll just piss himself. So he pissed on that free couch that we had, not the one I bought from you, but a free one from somewhere else.
Oh.
And he peed on the couch. So the cat was like, "Oh,
This is the spot.
this must be the spot," because one day I went in there and it was like, and then I fucking touched the couch and it was just soaked in urine, and it's like, this is going outside and being burned.
Time
You
to
now
burn.
have a dead necromance soaked bag or backpack or whatever it was you stuffed it into,
Awesome.
and it is going to stay with you for the rest of your life until you don't have it.
I will ask around the town if any of them have a backpack of some sort.
I'm
Roll
sorry.
me a
I can't-
level check,
I'm sorry. I
and
can't
then not
smell
with
you.
advantage because this is a small town.
I
and
accept your coins.
these people
Weird
normally
smelling
don't have this
Yeah,
kind of.
get your stinking ass out of here.
22.
No.
All right, then I continue to wear the backpack.
Roll me a charisma check.
1.
Oh,
What
here.
the heck?
Here's a burlap sack. You can have that.
Well, thanks. Hey, Kelv, could you fashion this into some sort of backpack for me?
I have quite a bit of hide and leather that I'm curing. At some point, I could put straps on it.
Rock, don't
I
hear
think
the side.
And
Until I have a new backpack, I just keep wearing the other one.
I'm gonna get my headband back from it.
Oh, yeah.
So you need it again. And I secure the stone in my pouch.
Is the ship already gone at this point, or is it still like docked?
I would say, but at this point, it's gone.
Oh, well, we could have had it bring us all the way back. Eh,
Yeah, we have some. I wanted to take care of some things here, but if we'd have thought of that earlier, we could have asked them to stay for a moment. That would have been smart.
Yeah, but we're not smart.
What time of day is
We
it?
look for things that make us go.
That's right.
We are not smart.
What time of day is it?
Roll me a d12. If you roll a 1, it's just in the morning. If you roll a 12, it's sundown.
8.
So it's kind of like now. Maybe a couple hours of sunlight left.
Okay. Are we going to try to travel more today or stay here for the night?
I think a good night's rest is in order.
Could you make the backpack for me tonight?
I'll try.
You know that making a backpack out of a sack, it will be a very small backpack.
And not very
But
durable.
If you add other things, it'll look like Frankenstein's backpack, but it can be done. But there you will have to make a roll to make a stable a strong Frankenstein's backpack.
Okay.
So those are your, you know this just because you know.
Yeah, I'll attempt, but it may not work like you hope it will.
All right.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
The backpack in general will probably be
Yeah,
good.
because
I mean, it
you're
probably doesn't
leaving.
even have to
Yeah,
be
I
built
get
out
that
of
one.
a
So
like
she can
that.
go to work.
Okay.
Am I right?
So do we want to wrap up there, or do you guys want to play a little bit longer? It's up to you.
You guys make stuff out.
Seems like a good. I mean, I'm okay to play, but it seems like a good spot to.
Okay, fair enough. Then that's where we'll stop, and I will see if anybody's close to leveling up.
Wow, we didn't
I
even
just
fight
did,
anything that
so
day.
I
We
think
didn't even
that
fight
would be
anything
a little
today.
bit.
How
Well,
could we stop it?
I killed the weasel.
Oh, right. I forgot about the weasel.
Bobby Heenan.
I killed a weasel.
Yeah, that's gotta be worth at least like $1 million.
They used the chicken to measure it.
One
I will. This evening I will be working on my, carrying hides and seeing what condition they are in, the ones that I left on the card,
Right.
all that jam.
Cure this hide, huh?
That softens the leather. Sometimes you don't want the leather softened. You want it to be harder, and you boil it so it's tough.
Or you heat it. Inform it and heat it.
Yep.
You want
That's how you make leather.
on these sheets.
Yep. You boil it so it gets a
Uh-oh.
little bit harder.
Michael, before you leave, you need to roll a D8. Only once, though.
Roll a
If you-
date.
If you roll a 1, you're dead.
I wouldn't go that far.
Dive
Die of age.
How many hundreds
He died
of years
young.
Die
old?
of age.
3.
All right.
You age 300 years.
Any con bonus?
Oh, man. I don't think so. Another consumatic.
Constituents.
All right.
Little
Very
constipated
good.
dwarven food, you know.
All right. Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got a +1 bonus.
What would you like? I have all kinds of things.
I do have a +1 bonus.
I want chocolate cake
Four.
with eggs on top.
What?
Huh?
I do have a +1
Oh,
bonus.
Yeah, I
like
saw
some
that.
turkey
Okay.
with another turkey on top. Smothered in turkey.
All right. Thank you for watching
you
and
also
listening. And
But hold the
see
turkey
you in
gravy.
2 weeks with these guys.
Something about
With
them.
these guys right here.
As far as I'm aware, I have nothing going on in 2 weeks.
Next weekend, the Cigar Box Guitar Festival, 61 Roadhouse, Cafe and Kitchen. It's a spot.
Cool.
It's right at Webster Grove, right off Orchard. Like, you have to be right to get off the highway.